Welcome in, Nana. Yes, please. Thank you so much. So good to have you. Fine. Good, 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 good. Awesome, awesome. And we know exactly what to do to tap out the live all the way. We're going to be talking about, of course, continue on investing on, of course, the deal for the day, which is, the discussion for the day, which is basically retirement account. Your future. We'll be focusing so much on your future today, but we are also going to be touching retirement. We're going to be touching investing as well. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everyone. Let's share out the live. And exactly, you guys, you know whatever I'm looking for, right? I was just looking for that share, our laughter and our share button. That's what I was looking for. And for a second, I found it. I found it. Yes, yes. Welcome in. We are back, back, back. How are you all doing? Welcome in on a Saturday. Welcome in. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. Tolu's mom, how are you doing? We know exactly what to do. We get a class started as soon as we get a 5,000 taps. Chim Lords, how are you doing? Mine, welcome in. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Lydia, welcome in. And today we're going to be talking about your future. We're going to be talking about investing, obviously, because that is part of the future, right? How do we build that? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Hello, hello. As soon as we get a 5,000 tap, we get it started. Welcome in, everyone. I'm tired and present. What happened, love? What happened? What happened? Were you at work today? That's why we need the financial freedom, right? That's why everyone shows up so that we can gain financial freedom. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. How do we do this? We do this by stop saving our money and start investing. And where do we invest in? ETF, real estate, businesses. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. And that's the way to go. Yeah, we get our daily at me. We click on the follow button, be sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button, share out the live, and of course, tap out the live. Once we get a 5,000 taps, we'll get started. Fantama Mata, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. We're talking about ETF. What is ETF? We talked that yesterday, but we are going full blast today. We're talking about real estate. Those on YouTube, how are you doing? I know the screen is flipped, but it's okay. Sorry about that. There's no way we can flip it on this side. But it's so good to have you. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. Also indicate where you're connecting from. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business. My day job is vice president of technology, and I've been investing for close to 2 decades. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. Hello, Sutton family. How are you doing? Welcome in. How are you doing? Well, let me know where you're connecting from. Click on that subscribe button. Carpet, welcome in. Nana, welcome in. And we know what to do. Let's tap out the live. We start the class as soon as we get a 5,000 taps. So the quicker we start tapping. I'm good. I'm good. So good to have you. Where are you connecting from? Drop where you're connecting from. And we got to country number 66 yesterday. Country number 66. We've had Bahrain. We've had how come Bahrain is always coming in my heart, right? 66 country in 15 days. Isn't that amazing? And we'll be showing up 2 times, like except for today. Today I'm showing up 1 time because I was busy in one of the rental today. So that's why I did not show up earlier. Welcome in on the YouTube side. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Click on that subscribe button if you have not done that. And also, drop where you're connecting from. If you're new here, this is the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. And what does this mean? People that are aspiring to become a millionaire and those that are millionaires. What do we follow? What do we mean by this? Number 1, we call everyone. I already clicked on the subscribe button. I didn't like, so oh, that's fine. Yes, you're going to like right now. That is amazing. The Sutton family, that's amazing. We know exactly what to do. Let's keep tapping out the live. And Simply Abby is doing exactly what we need to get the class started. So whenever we say that $1 Million League, you see the NDL in front of Chim's Lord's name that just reposted. It simply means that a community of people that either they're aspiring to become millionaires in dollars, and now we've added pound sterling to it and euros to it, right? A group of people that wants to become a millionaire, maybe become the trailblazer in their family because there's never been a millionaire in their family and they want to be the first, right? There's always the first immigrant family, the first generation of immigrants, right? It might be you, and some already they already crossed the $1 million mark, okay? And I mean they've crossed the $1 million mark, yeah. Yes, in this community. So you have some of those people here that their own is the goal is to scale into multi-million, because that's another level, multi-million. Somebody literally just crossed $500,000 in this community about 2 weeks ago. So it's about people that are aspiring. And for everyone that clicks on that follow button, we prophesy it into your life, even though you're not there yet. We'll tell you, welcome in the latest millionaire in town. There's power of life and death in the tongue. So that's the first thing we'll tell you. But beyond that, we execute. Because guess what? If you are saving your money, there's no power of life and death that's going to change anything, because 72, there's something called the rule of 72 that tells you how quickly your money is going to double. So if you leave your money in the bank, 72 years, your money is not going to double. So it's simple. 72 divided, if you're getting an interest of 1%, 72 divided by 1, that is 72 years. It's going to take you 72 years for you to start for your money to double. Number two is, with what do we do? Because we stop investing, we stop saving, we start investing. What do we invest in? We don't do risky plays. We invest in ETF, basket of funds. We invest in real estate. We invest in businesses. And that gives us one singular result or two results: financial freedom, millionaire status, building wealth. And when we talk about wealth, I asked you before, where can we invest? That's it, right here. It's right here. Right, James Lord? It's right here on the board. This has always been on the board, right? This has always been on the board. Okay? All right? It's here. ETF, real estate, businesses. All right? Let's keep tapping out the life. And we're going to be talking about, we're on a 12 days financial freedom challenge, which is 12 days financial freedom challenge. And this is all about, what is this all about? Every single day is an action around you building wealth, an action around you building wealth. So like day one, you add a goal, right? What is your financial freedom number? Let's keep tapping out the live. We get the class started as soon as we get to 5,000 taps and of course 50 shares. So the earlier we get started, the quicker. Thank you so much for doing that. And for those on YouTube, where are you connecting from? Drop where you're connecting. As a matter of fact, everyone, where are you connecting from? I am in Texas, in the United States, and you might be wondering, she's asking, where are you connecting from? How come she never said where she's connecting from? Sorry, Dr. Lina is bad. Dr. Lina's bad, right? I am connecting from the United States, okay? Texas, precisely in the United States. And I would love to meet you, because in this community, we have had 66 countries represented in this community in 14 days. 66 countries represented. Background RMT 73, latest millionaire in town. The latest millionaire in town on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. So let's keep tapping out the live. So for those that are new here, if you're new here, drop where you're connecting from. We would love to meet you and welcome you to the League of Millionaires. This is the $1 Million League, the community of people that are aspiring to become a millionaire in dollars, guys, in dollars. And those that are aspiring to also be, those are aspiring to become multi-millionaires. So it means that they're already millionaires and they're aspiring to become multi-millionaires. That is this community. So if that is your goal, click on the follow button. But by the way, note that this is not get rich quick scheme. This is not instant gratification. As a matter of fact, this is delayed gratification. All right. So this is delayed gratification. This is not instant This is not about hypes. Google who Warren Buffett is. Warren Buffett, okay? Warren Buffett, B like a buffet, Buffet. I don't know why his name is like that. Google who he is and you would understand how we invest. We're not gamblers, we're not speculators. Of course, we are investors. What do we invest in? In ETF, right? real estate, businesses, protection layer is the first step of things for us. And when we define wealth, wealth is not money. There are five types of wealth. We have money wealth, right? Which is, of course, all the three. There's also time wealth, right? Financial freedom, living life at your own terms. Lil D's, how are you doing? Welcome in. Make sure you click on that subscribe button if you have not done that. Welcome in. Let me know where you're connecting from. Home teacher, welcome in, and everyone that just joined. If you've been sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. There's something that captured your attention, right? It might be what I'm talking about. Whatever captured your attention, you're so welcome to be here. I love your teaching. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Girl, you need to invest in haircut. Are you telling me to cut my hair? No, this is natural hair from the Lord. Ruth Jackson, latest millionaire in town. Right? It's interesting because I've had to cut my hair like 3 times or whatever in 10 years, right? But I'm no longer cutting, okay? All right? Ruth, latest millionaire in town. Awesome, awesome. So welcoming each and every one of us, and of course, stop saving, start investing. Where do you invest? ETF, real estate, and businesses. And like I said, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. If you're sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Thank you so much for repost. Dr. CK, so good to have you. Tolusmon, I know you're tired, but you're tapping out the life. So we do things differently here. We never start the class until, remember I said the class, not the life. It's a class. This is not your regular life. This is a class. All right. Remember, one of the things that we do differently is we start the class once we get a 5,000 taps and 50 shares. Tapping out the light, just tap the screen non-stop. Once we get a 5,000 shares, once our 5,000 taps, sharing is this next thing. Share out the screen like Dr. CK just did and Omegas just did, Omega Minus just did. Press my forehead on the screen and share with your contact. You'll see your contact on the drop down. And of course, you would share with them. Zoology, latest millionaire in town. Yeah. How do you invest in real estate? We're going to be teaching that. Love this, bold, beautiful, and brilliant. Thank you. That is beautiful. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, and if you're just meeting me, if you're new here, I'm Dr. Lina, right? I'm not a doctor of medicine. That's because I have my doctorate degree in strategic business. Dr. Lina should remember, right? Strategic business and information management system. Both my masters are both in that field. And my day job, I'm a vice president of technology, okay? A vice president of technology, and also I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. And I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. I've been in the corporate world for close to 2 decades. So it tells you income is very critical in this mix, okay? There's no gamble, there's no jackpot anywhere. There's definitely not inheritance, okay? You get your income. And Champagne, the latest millionaire in town. Welcome in on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. Welcome in. If you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. And like I was saying, I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. So you can call me the real estate queen, okay? Call me the real estate queen. All right, because somebody was just asking about real estate. Just be patient. There's a day we're going to be teaching real estate, okay? But if you're not patient, go on the YouTube channel as well. The videos, how you can buy real estate under 90 days. In 90 days, the 90 days that's going to introduce you to how to buy the real estate. Otherwise, you can also get the course. You would get the course. You will find the link in the bio. It's the how to buy real estate in 90 days, turning that your income into real wealth. You'll find the course in the link in my bio. Okay. Yeah. Those are, it's a 4-module course that's going to help you. Go to the YouTube channel. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. And it's going to definitely help you. There's some free products right there. Yes, there's digital product. There's also the free products where you go on the long form videos on the YouTube channel. We got the free, we got the paid version, okay? All right, the free and the paid version, all right? So let's, for those that are new, Omega Minus, latest millionaire in town. Welcoming everyone and everyone tapping out that life. If you're new here, right? We do things differently. We never start the life until we get to 5,000 taps and 50 shares. So if you want us to start quickly, make sure that you tap out that life. And what do we teach? We teach about financial freedom, ETF, real estate businesses, becoming a millionaire, investing. As a matter of fact, we're going to be talking about your future. How do we secure that, right? What do you put in there? How do you secure that? How do you build that? And getting your daily admin, that's amazing. That's how it's being done. Welcoming everyone. And the YouTube channel is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Money Talk with Dr. Lina, one word. And Money Talk, not talks. Money Talk, you should get a job next live. Lucas, welcome in. How are you doing? I have a job. I'm a vice president of technology, okay? I don't know. I don't know what other job that is bigger than that. A vice president, that's an executive role, right? And also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. So I do not know much job that is bigger than that. And on top of that, I am sharing my knowledge with so many people, helping get them gain financial freedom. This is only in this July. So whatever we're teaching you today for free, people pay thousands of dollars. It's okay, man. It's okay. We always handle bullies, right? I mean, some people don't have joy in their life. You just need to help them as well. Just so things happens in this life, and I understand when people go through things. Whatever you can do to show them love and make their life better, that is what we are here for, right? Right? Make an impact, make it show, be a light in this world that you're in. That's why we're here. Some people don't have joy and you just need to help them, okay? I beg you get oh, thank you so much. You as well, thank you. Thank you. It's okay. We got this. Trust me. I grew up among boys, and I'm the baby of the house. So I grew up among boys. I know how to navigate myself, and also, I sit in the board of All Men Technology, all right? As the vice president of technology, you know what that means, okay? So it's so good to have every one of us. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Sitting here, click on the subscribe button. Please block all this. As much as we know, and we are at 5,000, guys. Right, we have 5,000 tabs. Okay, that is great. Now let's share out the live. Okay, let's share out the live. All right, let's keep going. Let's share out the live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's share out the live. How are you all doing today? If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, give me 1 second. This is family. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to take that. Family. That's most important. That's very important. Awesome. So, like I was saying, we talk about investing ETF. Let's share out the live. Let's get into about 50 shares. If you have not gotten your daily admin, get your daily admin. You'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. So for those that are new here, class is going to be started now. So one of the 5 or 6 things that we do with this live, 5 or 6 things. Number 1 is wait 2 minutes. Sit in here. Wait 2 minutes. It looks like what you're looking for. Click on the follow button. Okay, immediately. 2 minutes. Number 2 is get your daily admin. Number 3 is tap out the live. Okay. Number 4 is share out the live. How do you tap out the live? Just tap the screen, right? How to share out the live? Press my forehead on the screen, and of course, you're going to see my content. Invite all your loved ones. Invite them over. And number 5 is get your pen and paper ready, because this is about education. We're here about empowering. The goal, we're doing a 31 days financial freedom challenge, and this financial freedom drive is to help as many people to have financial education that's going to give them financial freedom, right? With financial freedom, it's going to help reduce poverty and crime, because crime and poverty, they are brothers and sisters, right? Have you seen the worst neighborhoods? There's going to be crime. There's and there's also going to be poverty. So our ultimate goal is to help as many people to end the paycheck to paycheck cycle, build wealth the right way. Because, hey, guess what? Thank you so much for those roses. So if that looks like what Your own is to earn paycheck to paycheck. Yours is, I just want to understand how investing works, right? Yours might be financial freedom. Yours might be millionaire status. I just want to become a millionaire. And some people were like, you know what? I don't want to be a millionaire. I'm okay with just being able to pay my bills. That's okay. I really don't know. That's English though. Because I don't know why somebody would not want to be a millionaire. Yeah, because money ends the BS. Let's be realistic. Money, you say that money, what do you say? Money doesn't buy happiness, but what does lack of money, what does it buy you? Lack of money, what does it buy you? Okay? Lack of money, what does it buy you? Okay, so that's it. Money does, at least even if it doesn't buy happiness, it ends some BS. And whenever we talk about wealth here, we talk about five types of wealth. We talked about money wealth, okay? Which is all of these things that we talk about here, money in your bank account. But we also talk about time wealth, your life ability to live life at your own time, financial freedom. We talk about peace wealth, being able to sleep with your two eyes closed because you have your emergency fund, you have your living trust. If you're much older and you go and be with the Lord, right? You have that. You also have your things like your will, insurance in place, all of those things. That is peace wealth. Then we have something called health wealth. Health is wealth, guys. We know that. I don't need to explain that too much. Health is wealth. And of course, lastly, we have something called where? But did I talk about time wealth? So five of them. There's something called social wealth. Your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth, right? Because you are within the millionaire community right now, you are able to learn a few things, okay, about what you're going to do with your money. So let's go dive straight in. Can we share out the live, guys? And if you've been sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's get our daily admin. Let's get our daily admin. Let's get the class started. Let's all share. Let's prioritize shares right now. Let's keep tapping out the live. Thank you all for doing that. Thank you so much for the repost. Thank you so much. Let's get it started. So what are we going to be talking today? What are we going to be talking today? Right? And I would look at today's challenge. Okay. Have you all seen today's challenge? Because that's going to transition us to the video for today. Okay. It's going to transition us to the, let's see. All right, so I'm trying to show the video for the day. All right, so I wanted to. All right, so I wanted to. All right, so I wanted to. Like seriously, right now. Like seriously, right now. So here's a. Did you see? Did you know? Who is that? Boss. Why is that got? I'm not sure. Okay, so today's video is this. You can only cut. Where's today's video? Okay. Able to show that. So that's today's challenge. But I would use it, I would teach it in such a way that I would teach it in such a way that we are talking about your retirement, okay? So whenever we're talking about investing, one of the questions that everybody asks is how do I go about it? Okay? How do I go about it? So I'm going to give you, let's talk about the 4-account system. The 4-account system that you should have, right? The 4 account system. And if you're sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. Welcoming everyone. This is the Million Dollar League, the League of Millionaires, and we're talking about investing. And today we're going to be talking about the different accounts that you're going to be opening, okay? The different accounts, because of course, a lot of people, Queen Sarah, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Welcome in. So 4 account system, right? 4 account system, because this is linked with each other, right? First of all, why should you even invest? Whenever we talk about investing, why should you invest, right? The reason why you should invest is, guess what? Whenever you put your money in a savings account, how many of us are putting our money in the savings account? If you are putting your money in savings, put savings in the comment section, but just put yes. You're putting money in the savings account, put yes in the comment, and let's tap out the live. Can we prioritize sharing out the live? Savings, okay. Yeah, if you are putting your money in savings account, put in savings, okay. Queen Sarah, the yes, okay. Who else? Who else? And let's prioritize sharing out the live. Let's get our daily admin. Let's tap out the live. Arawa, welcome in. If you're sitting there 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Welcome in so that we can welcome you in, okay. Yeah. Click on the follow button. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, let's also tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Oh, welcome in, sir. Welcome in. Yeah, welcome in to the Million Dollar League, the latest millionaire in town. If you're sitting 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Get your daily admin. We're getting it started right now. So whatever I'm going to be talking about today, okay, you might think about it as what it represents in your country. I am in the United States. I am in Texas, in the United States. So I would use in the United States, the great one, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Thank you all for doing that. Tap out the live. Great teaching. Thank you. We have not even started. We haven't even started. We are just about to start, okay? We are just about to start, but thank you so much for that. Awesome. Awesome. So one of the things, and let me repeat myself for those that are just new here. If you're new here, wait 2 minutes. It looks like what you're looking for. Click on that follow button. That's the first thing. Number 2 is get your daily at me. Daily at me, you'll find it right here. It costs you 1 penny. You feel it already. Thank you so much. Right? Diana, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Right? So we call everyone that clicks on the follow button a millionaire. The reason why is because we prophesy it into your life, because this is the community of millionaires. Somebody just crossed $500,000 2 weeks ago, and we are building a community of millionaires. Some people are already millionaires here, and there's some people in dollars, by the way, in dollars, right? And in pounds and in euros, right? But we're building a community of millionaires, people that are aspiring to become one. So if you're not, that's okay. Be a part of the community. You'll learn the strategies. And I'm going to show you quickly, when you put your money in saving, for those people that said they put their money in saving, and I'll show you the difference between saving and investing. And then we will go to the 4-account system. That 4-account system will tell you the exact money that you should put in savings and the exact money that you should put in investment. And then we will go into investment like that. Is that okay? Does that sound good? If that sounds good, put yes in the comment section. However, before we move ahead, one of the, like I said, this is not your regular life. 5 things that we do here. Got what? Thank you so much. 5 to 6 things that we do differently here. Once you get in, wait 2 minutes. Don't jump straight away. You want to make sure that you're getting value first. Looks like your vibe, right? Click on that follow button after 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. We'll welcome you in. We call everybody a millionaire because we are prophesying into your life. And then we also execute. There's power of life and death in the tongue. And then we execute because there is also, what did we also call it? God will bless the works of your hands. So there has to be something in your hands, right? This is not get rich quick scheme. This is not about, this is about long-term investing. Of course, we are moderate risk investors. You can Google who Warren Buffett is and you will understand how we invest. Quora, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And we already have 66 countries represented here in 15 days, in 14 days actually, because this is day 15. 66 countries represented in 15 days. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? So if you care to share, always put where you're connecting from. Click on that follow button. That's number one. Two is tap out the live. How do you tap? Just tap the screen. That is it. Just tap the screen non-stop. That's how you tap out the live non-stop. The other thing is that you share out the live. How do you share out the live? Press my forehead on the screen and you see your contact, you share it out to them. The other thing, you see what got what just did, repost, okay? Also repost, that helps this live. And also get your daily ask me. Now, most importantly for you, get your pen and paper. Whatever you're learning today, it is what thousands of dollars, right? But we are doing it as a free corporate social responsibility only in this July to help reduce poverty and also help reduce crime, okay? That's what we're doing because we're giving financial education that you were not taught in school. That's what we're giving so that you can gain financial freedom and the paycheck to paycheck cycle. So whenever you share that life, you are helping us reach our goal of helping as many people to gain financial freedom and thereby reducing crime and poverty. So then the other thing is get your daily ask me. It shows that you're a fan of this community. You get 30 points back. And of course, and it helps this community as well. Go Popular helps this community as well. And if you can, fill up the gift gallery as well. That is also very key. Get your daily admin, fill up the gift gallery. Those are the things that we do right here. So really, really appreciate every one of us seated here. We're going to start the class right here, right now. And thank you so much for getting that your daily admin. Fill up the gallery, get your, and I'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Make sure you click on the follow button. Please note that Dr. Lina is not following. If somebody follows you with Dr. Lina's image and the picture and a few content, that's not Dr. Lina. Be careful. So click on the follow button. This is the right Dr. Lina. And we don't do cryptocurrency. We don't have a WhatsApp group. We don't have, what's the other one? Telegram group. We do not have all of that. All right. That is public service announcement. So now you know. So just click on the follow button right now so you know you are in the right place. Also, if you mimic the scammers, you mimic the BOTs, okay, robots, okay, or the scammers whereby you don't comment, you don't click on the follow button, you're just here, you know nothing, no contribution. The mods are going to come in at some point and they're going to block that account. The reason why is that we have some high net worth individuals here. We want to make sure that they are protected. We don't want people that are just sitting there trying to scam people, okay? So protection is the first layer for us. We are of utmost importance. So click on the follow button or drop where you are connecting from. So your behavior does not mimic that of a BOT, okay? So welcoming everyone. So now let me quickly touch this. So for those that are new, if you are new, drop 1 in the comment. I'm new, drop 1, right? 2 things, investment and savings, right? Investment and saving, these are all going to come from something called your income, except you won a jackpot. You're new, welcome in. For those that are new, click on that follow button, get your daily admin. Let's welcome you in, right? Click on the follow button if you have not done so. So good to have each and every one of you. So whenever we talk about your income, right? Income is going to come, your income is the starter. Your income is the starter, right? What you do with this income will determine if you're going to gain financial freedom, get to the $1 million status or not, okay? That is the truth of the matter, right? We don't do magic here, but we're just going to empower you, educate you, and empower you. We're not here to entertain you, okay? Not entertainment, but educate and empower. That's what we are here for. So if you want to be empowered, you want to be educated, yeah, then you're in the right place. So make sure you click on that follow button. Let's keep tapping out the live, sharing out the live. You guys are doing absolutely amazing. Get your daily admin, sit for 2 minutes, looks like what you're looking for, and make sure you click on that follow button. So income, your income is here, and I'll quickly describe it. This is income, this is expense, right? This is income, this is expense. You see this gap that is here. This is where people make a lot of mistakes. The income is here. The expense is here. Guess what? You're earning $300,000. If your expense is $299,000, you are broke. Bright, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you allow lifestyle inflation to take over and then your expense is here, you're broke, basically. Because there's nothing for you to invest. You're just, and God forbid, this job goes, this income no longer exists. What's going to happen? right? Your lifestyle remains the same. Life balance, thank you so much, getting your daily at me. Your lifestyle remains the same, but then the income leaves. What's going to happen? That is chaos. And you don't want to find yourself there. Or you're basically living paycheck, that is paycheck to paycheck, living to pay bills, working to pay bills. That's all you're doing with your life, right? Now, how do you change that? Take income, put your expense here. Keep your expense low. You see this gap that you see here? That is what is called your wealth tool. You see this gap that is here? Fashion creator, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. You see this gap here, right? That is your wealth tool. Everybody put wealth tool in the comment section, or put income minus expense equals wealth tool. Let's keep tapping out the line. Let's get it to 15,000 times. We're sitting here 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Yeah. Income here, expense here. The gap here is your wealth tool, right? So it means that you are earning $80,000. Your expense is here, and you have wealth tool. All right. Wealth tool, wealth and tool. All right. Income here, expense here. You see this gap that is here? That's your wealth tool. Let's drop wealth tool. Thank you so much. Wealth tool. Let's put that in the, yeah, thank you so much. Type that in the comment, right? Type that in the comment. Expense minus, I like that as well. Exactly. Thank you so much. Click on that follow button if you have not done that. You'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, click on that follow button. You enjoy, you already like the vibes. It looks like what you're looking for. Click on that follow button. You'll be sitting here without clicking that follow button. So so basically, somebody that earns 80,000 and invest, right? 80,000 and expenses at 50,000 and has 30,000. That person is richer than somebody that is 300,000 and expense is at 290,000 or 299,000 or even 301,000 in some cases, right? Because lifestyle inflation has taken it over. Why? Why is this important? Your wealth tool is very, very crucial in this whole exercise. Your wealth tool is very, very crucial, and we're going to quickly reset the live. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live, because that's the only language the algorithm understand. Please, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get our daily admin. Let's fill up the gift gallery. Whatever you can do, that would be much appreciated. Let us do that. Thank you so much for the repost. Thank you for sharing out the live. Let's focus on that. Thank you so much. Get your pen and paper. I know you are all locked in, but the only language the algorithm understand is you tapping out the live, sharing out the live, and of course, inviting your friends over, getting your daily admin, okay? If you're sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you into the $1 Million League. So good to have each and every one of you. Awesome. So wealth tool. So focus on this. Except you want an inheritance. Foster Frost, thank you. Right? Except you want an inheritance. You see that difference is what is going to build your wealth. Right? You see that here, that thing. So income minus your expense. Right? It's not how much you make, but what you do with your money. Exactly. What you do with that money is very, very crucial. What you do with it is what matters. Right? How much you make also helps, because if you have how do I put it? If your gap is wide, right? You know, because the wider this gap, you have more seeds to invest. You see, I always draw this tree, and let me use my another color today. Let's do, what color should I do? Let's do orange today. Let's do orange today, right? So let's imagine you see the wealth tool that we just talked about. Your wealth tool, remember, it's like a seed. Your wealth tool, this is like strawberry or grapes or whatever, right? It's going to, you plant it, your wealth tool, you plant it, then it starts growing. And then it starts giving you something called, giving you branches. And then it starts giving you something called fruit, right? This fruit is that is financial freedom. This fruit, remember, this seed that is here is actually from your skill, right? It's from your skill. That is why you have this income, because maybe you are an engineer, maybe you're a doctor like myself, right? And, in my own case, a vice president income, right? Or a professor income. That is a seed, right? It's my own wealth tool. That income, right? I take some of it and I fund some part of my bills. Okay, and then I use some of it a little bit to fund some of my lifestyle, and then I take about 40 to 50%. right? I put it towards this seed that is here. This seed that is here, it start germinating. What is this seed? What did I put it towards? What is inside here? That is what is called the investing. I put it in like ETF, real estate, businesses, right? I put it in all of those kind of things. And then it would start giving me something called rental income. That's real estate. So, and if you're just joining, I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. So just even if I talk about 10 real estate, if each property gives me about $2,000, $2,000 times 10, $2,000 times 10, guys, $2,000 times 10, that's $20,000, right? That is about $20,000. That is some form of income right there. It means that even if I get a vice president income, this $20,000 is additional income for me. I can decide to say, if my entire lifestyle, thank you so much, everyone. If my entire lifestyle is less than $20,000, guess what? I am financially free. I don't need to work again. I become work optional. I become work optional basically. And that's what we are preaching here. Because I am not the one doing the job anymore. It is my money that is doing the job, because that double-digit real estate portfolio, in this case, I just said 10. Let's say 10, right? That 10 properties is the one doing the job for me. But if I did not have anything, like I took all of my vice president income, I used it to buy a mess. I bought which of the what's in Beckons, right? I bought all of that. That is going to, I've already ate the fruit of my labor. There's nothing to germinate here. There's no rental income. That purse is definitely not going to be generating money every single month. That one I know for sure, right? Let me know the purse that you have bought that is generating money so that I can buy it as well, right? So that's just it. But my own purse is in the Birkins, yeah, and the MS, right? So, right, yeah, You have an MS, but whatever, or Beckons at 60,000, but you don't have $4,000 in your account, right? You don't have $4,000 in investment. Come on, we need to talk about that. Let's keep tapping out the live, and the chat is very quiet, guys. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. So the MS and the Beckons, right? They are this real estate. But what happens? This real estate generates 20,000 a month and still working. I can decide to now take this $20,000, and next month, this is July, I take this 20,000 plus another 20,000 in August, and then I walk into a Birkin store and I get my Birkin's purse. Why? Because it's the house that pays for it. And guess what? This is exactly what I did whenever I wanted to buy my car 2 years ago, 2002, in short, almost 2 years, August 2024. Whenever I wanted to buy my bike, my car, everyone said, "Oh, Dr. Lina, you work too hard. A family was a big fight. Go and buy it. You deserve it." I'm like, how can I use almost a year's worth of income or whatever, right? Because there's a particular car that I love. And they were like, "You live life one time." I said, "I agree. But it's just that I cannot really determine. I cannot see myself. What do you think? Okay. What do you think? Click on that follow button. Welcome in, right? People yeah. So people say, "Oh, go and buy." Family. And I was like, "Okay, I'm going to buy." All right. But give me 2 months. And you know what I did? I took the money. I waited 2 months, added some money to it. And then I went to buy a house. The oldest in the house knows the story. I went to buy the house. It was 172,500. I remember it because it was listed for 185, and we negotiated, right? And we got it to 172,500. Okay. So when we got it to 172, we bought the house. Today, that house went for 1850. 1850, I bought my car. All right. Put a down payment. I bought a car. And of course, every single month, the tenant pays the money, and I still have the house. I still have the car. Tell me, isn't that a win-win? Isn't that a win-win? Isn't that a win-win? All right? And for those that are new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, right? And I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. I'm a serial real estate investor because I own double-digit real estate portfolio, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. I am the convener of this community, which is called the $1 Million League. Those that are aspiring to become a millionaire in dollars, okay, and those that are already millionaires that are trying to scale to become multimillionaires. So if it looks like what you're looking for, right, click on that follow button. This is not get rich quick scheme. This is not MLM. This is not any of those things. Google who Warren Buffett is, right? And you would understand how we invest. We're not gamblers. We're not speculators. We are investors. So we invest like we are moderate risk investor. We don't do anything that is high risk. Protection is the first thing first. That's why, right? We see anything that looks like or acts like scam, right? We block it right away. So if you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Wait 2 minutes, it looks like what you're looking for. Click on that follow button. Also note that we don't have a WhatsApp channel, we don't a WhatsApp group, we don't have what's the other one? Telegram group, we don't have that. And I'm not following you. If somebody follows you, he has my contact. That is not Dr. Lina. So click on the follow button. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Very soon as well, the mods are going to go into the chat and see behaviors of BOT and scammers, and they are going to start blocking. So drop a comment, click on the follow button, do anything so that we know that you are real. We want to make sure that we have real humans here. Welcome to the $1 Million League. All right, so it tells you, thank you so much for those that said it's a win-win. I still have the house, I still have a car. Somebody else pays for the car note every single month. And that's the same thing. Put this seed right here. This seed right here, it germinates, it becomes fruit, okay? It germinates, it becomes fruit, right? It germinates, oh, okay, thank you so much. It germinates, it becomes fruit. Give me 1 second. All right, here is about quality over quantity. So there's some that we would rather have people, real people, not people that would so if your name is not even showing, right, maybe you're a user, something, trust me, we're going to be blocking all of that, because we know that we're all very careful right here. Okay, we're all doing that. So make sure if you have been sitting at 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Click on the follow button if you've been here 2 minutes. And let's keep tapping out the live. We'll continue shortly, guys. The mods are going to be coming shortly. I'm just trying to pending that time, because I hate to see when I get messages every single day and people are saying that somebody's in my inbox, is chatting me right now, is telling me there's something crypto and all of that. I hate to hear that. All right. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. You'll be sitting 2 minutes, click on that follow button. So take your income, right? See, a lot of time we just focus on just that one singular income, but there's something called rental income. There's something, which is what I just described, that I used to pay my car notes every single month. There's something called, business income, or you call it net profit. 2 times a day, right? 2 times a day, just this July, okay? 2 times a day, just this July. After July, you see less of me. We're just doing a financial freedom drive, and it's almost over, right? After July, maybe it's going to be less frequent, but right now I show up 2 times a day. Tomorrow is family and finance. You don't want to miss that. We're going to be teaching you everything, making everyone in the family become financially free, including your children and all of that. So make sure you click on the follow button, turn on notification bell. You'll be sitting here for 2 minutes, click on that follow button, get your daily admin. And the chat is not chatting, guys. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. So business income. Also, we also have something called the investment income. So ultimately, make sure that you are saving. You're not just saving, you are investing. You are not just saving. You're not just using your money to fund lifestyle and bill. You also want to put your money towards investing. All right. Where is my... All right. Do we understand this? So let's quickly talk about, now that you know that you should you should put money aside, right? You should have you should put money aside. Let's now, where do you now put your money? Because when you put your money aside, one of the key things is also to ensure that you put it in the right places, right? You put it in the right places. Okay. So the first thing first is, let's assume that in your investment account, you put your money. There's something called the rule of 72. If you've not heard about rule of 72, drop rule of 72 in the comment. You've not heard about rule of 72. We're going to be talking about the 4 account system, but I always need to get you to the foundation. The rule of 72. If you never heard about rule of 72, drop it in the comment. Only the people that have not heard about rule of 72, drop it in the comment. Dave King, all right, drop it in the comment. Hey, Cash Vanova from on the, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, if you've not heard about rule of 72, drop it in the comment. Okay, perfect. Yeah, drop it in the comment. Also indicate, am I on YouTube? Yes, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina on YouTube. The same name, the same picture. As a matter of fact, once you stay to the end, you will be able to, yeah. And you have not clicked on the follow button. You need to follow here, right? Make sure you click on that follow button and turn on notification bell. Okay, Philosopher MTV, so you do not miss all of the things that we're doing here. All right. And if you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Get your daily at me. If you haven't gotten your daily at me, guys, let's get our daily at me. Let's get our daily at me. Right. Let's also tap out the live. Let's share out the live. So I am going straight to the rule of 72. A lot of people already, I talk about it every day. It's very, very important for everyone to understand what the rule of 72 is. Please, let's get our daily at me. Let's get our daily at me. You see it right there. Let's get our daily at me. If you've not gotten your daily at me, please, let's get our daily at me. Thank you so much for doing that. And let's keep tapping out the live. Click on the follow button if you waited here 2 minutes. This chat is not encouraging, but please, I beg you, get your daily at me, tap out the live, share out the live. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, we value your time. If this is not for everybody, if you think that this is what you're looking for, click on the follow button. Otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll as well, right? It's okay because we value your time, all right? Thank you so much for doing that. Really appreciate that, right? So there's something called the rule of 72. How quickly your money doubles. How long does it take your money to double? So let's say you want to double, you have $5,000 and you want it to turn to $10,000. How long is it going to take to double? All right. How long does it take to double? All right. All right. Okay. I have to pause because can we all tap out the live? Thank you so much. Right. The reason why I asked is because that is the only language that the algorithm understand. Thank you. Can we tap out the, is there a way to estimate how long it takes for an event? Exactly. That's what we're about to teach, Dr. CK. That's what we're about to teach. So rule of 72 is how long it takes your investment to double. So whenever it takes whatever, that's it. That's what we're about to teach. But we need to let's tap out the live. If you have not gotten your daily at me, please get your daily at me. Be sitting there 2 minutes. Please click on the follow button. Thank you. Let's do that because I'll have to pause the live if we're not doing what we're supposed to do. Because the only language the algorithm understand. Help me. You want to learn this. You want to get some form of education. We have 85 people here. Digital Leah, latest millionaire in town. You want to get a form of education. That's why you're here, right? And our own goal as well is to help as many people to gain financial freedom. Digital real estate, welcome in. We want to help as many people within this July. We have a number to reach to reduce poverty, to reduce crime by providing financial education and give them financial freedom. So whenever we don't tap out the life, we don't engage, we don't share out the life, you are doing us a disservice, okay? You don't just be a dead weight here, right? Oh, Biggs, how are you? All right, right? Let's not be a disservice here. So tap out the live, share out the live. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. click on the follow button. Let's welcome you. This is not for everybody, by the way. Wait 2 minutes, it looks like what you're looking for. Click on the follow button. Otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll. All right. So let's get our daily at me. 5 things that we do here. Tap out the live, share out the live. You don't know how to tap, just tap out the live this way. You don't know how to share out the live, press my forehead on the screen and share it to your contact. You can do repost. Get your daily at me. Philosopher, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So if as much as you want to learn what we're teaching here, that's why I am here. That's why I'm showing up 2 times a day, every single day since the 1st of July. Right? That's when I've been showing up to help as many people. So please help us have as much reach as possible by clicking on the follow button. Don't just sit here. Get to click on the follow button. Otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll. Get your daily at me. Tap out the live. Share out the live. Okay? And of course, get your pen and paper ready. Engage. I would ask a question. I need you to also respond. I'm a professor, so you understand it is different from your regular life. Like I said, this is not for everybody. And as a matter of fact, these are people that are aiming to become millionaires. These are people that want to gain financial freedom. This is not for everybody. So it's okay for you to also scroll if this is not for you. But if you are seated here, you need to do what we said. Click on the follow button, tap out the live, share out the daily, share out the live, get your daily at me. And of course, if you can fill up the gallery, that would be much appreciated. It is not about pride or anything. It's about you was reaching our goals as much as you want to reach your goals in terms of getting this financial education. Thank you so much, everyone, for you, because you are millionaires. You're a part of this community now. Thank you so much. Okay, so that we can have a free flow of the whatever we're learning here. Thank you so much for doing that. So what I was saying, the rule of 72 tells you how quickly, Dr. CK asked earlier, how do I know how long it's going to take my money to double? How long it's going to take my money to double, right? And how long it takes my investment to double. Basically, when I say money, that's the same thing, right? Dr. CK wants to know, and that is what is called the rule of 72. So what is the rule of 72? Because I know that that's the next question someone is going to ask. Someone is going to say, Dr. Lina, where is the 72 coming from? So let's go into the, so you can go here, and you go here, and it's going to show you the rule of 72. Learn how to double your money with compound interest. So I hope you can see that. So always there's so many BS on the social media space. So when somebody says something, always go back to back check, okay? Always go back to back check. And that's why I always I show you this, okay? So rule of 72 tells you how quickly can we turn this 5,000 to 10,000, either in investment, either in savings account, either you are in a business or whatever. Okay, so let me quickly show you. So it's basically 72 divided by your rate of return, divided by your ROI, divided by your ROR, rate on return. Okay, rate on ROI, return on investment, okay? Return on investment, and of course, interest, your IR, your interest rate, anything of that nature. So it could be on a business, it could be on an investment, it could be on your bank account, okay? So whenever you have for those that said, oh, savings account, Principal, thank you so much for sharing the live. Tom, Tolu's mom, thank you so much for tapping out the live, okay? Welcome in, everyone. If you have been sitting 2 minutes, click on that follow button, okay? Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. Awesome. And get your daily at me. So for those people that are saving, you are saving your money, put it in the comment. You're saving. What interest do you get from your savings account? What interest account, right? A couple of people, Coin, right? Who else again? I think Dr. CK, those that are saving. What interest do you get on your savings account? Drop it in the comment, guys. Drop it in the comments so that we can prove it. And Dr. CK that was asking the question, what interest to, where to invest and how? That's exactly why we're here. What to invest and how, right? Is that an AU savings account? Patena Pohal. Make sure you click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. Welcome everyone. 4%. Is that an AU savings account? Or is that a traditional savings account? But let's see how long Mr. Dr. CK. 72 divided by 4. Coffee, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Yes, high yield savings account. 3%. Okay, so we're going to do 3%. We're going to do 4%. So 72, remember, it's rule of 72. Who else has another interest, right? I bank with Chase. I bank with Bank of America because I'm in the United States. I'm in Texas, the United States, right? I used to, right? I still have account with them, but it's just a distribution center. And I'm going to tell you what distribution center is today. We're going to be talking about that today. So 72 divided by 3, right? 72 divided by 4. It's going to tell you how many years it's going to take Dr. CK and Queen to double their $5,000 sitting in that account to $10,000. So 72. So Dr. CK gets 4%. 72 divided by 4. It's going to tell us the number of years it's going to take Dr. CK. So Dr. CK, what's the answer? Or somebody help us. Let's tap it out to 20,000 taps. Thank you all. Let's keep doing that. Let's share out the live as well. If you're sitting 2 minutes, you have been sitting here 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. 18 years. So Dr. CK, you asked the question earlier. How long does it take my investment to double? Or how long does it take this your money? So this is your money in the bank. It takes about 18 years. Queen, right? Who wants to help Queen? 72 divided by 3. So this is the rule of 72. This is almost like compound interest calculator. You don't have a calculator. This satisfies that. 24 years. Which one? 72 divided by 3. 24 years. Thank you so much, Tolu's mom. Tolu's mom, thank you so much. 24 years. So if 24 years, 18 years looks good to you, please drop it in the comments. Say, okay. If it's not, let me know how you feel about that. And we're not tapping out the live. We're not doing anything. I know we're locked in. Can we tap out the live? Let's share out the live. Let's invite others. Thank you so much for doing that. Not okay. Not never. Okay, perfect. If you're sitting here 2 minutes, but that's exactly what you signed up for, guys. That's what you signed up for. Whenever you put your money in this bank, right? Now that you said never, not is not, right? But that's exactly what you're doing. And guess what? A lot of people, so you're excited about IU savings account. You're excited about IU savings account, SoFi, and all of that, right? Capital One giving you 4%. That's not much. That's too much, right? Afi, yeah. If you've been sitting there 2 minutes, guys, click on the follow button. Let's tap out the live. Do you need us to reset the live again? Because no one is doing anything. Let's get it to 20,000. Let's also share out the live. Thank you so much, DFOS, everyone that is just coming in. OJ, Nisha, welcome in. Let us click on the follow button if you have not done so. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Let's keep tapping out the live. Can we all tap out the live? I know we are all locked in, but that is the rule of 72. All right? This is what you all signed up for whenever you put your money in the bank. Now, let's go to investing. Whenever we talk about investing here, we invest in what? ETF, real estate, businesses. If you have not heard about ETF or you don't know what ETF is, drop it in the comment. Drop ETF in the comment. You don't know what ETF is? For our latest millionaire in town, welcome in. You don't know what ETF is? Drop it in the comment. ETF, just drop the word ETF. You don't know what ETF is. Okay. If you don't know what ETF is, only Paul R doesn't know what ETF is. Okay. Maybe I need to send a direct. Okay. Fora doesn't know as well. Fora doesn't know. Who else doesn't know what ETF is so that we can talk about it? ETF, right? It's not eat the food, by the way. It's not eat the food. Who else doesn't know? If you don't know what ETF is, drop it in the comment. Drop ETF in the comment so that we can educate you and help you. And make sure you click on the follow button if you're new here. Yeah, it's not eat the food. Divinity Empire doesn't know as well. Who else? We have 80 people here so that we'll know. Because I've been teaching this I've taught this like 7, maybe 10 days in this whole month. Nanadu, yeah. Let me get water, guys. I want to get water. So it simply means that for those that are just saying ETF and it simply means that you're new. So make sure you can check if you have not clicked on that follow button. Click on the follow button and turn on notification bell because we're going to start it today and we'll continue tomorrow. We'll start it today. We'll continue tomorrow on Monday. All right. We're going to start it today. So make sure you click on the follow button and turn on notification bell. Tap out the live. Share out the live as well. Awesome. And you'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. So basically, what is ETF? Right? ETF is where's my basket? ETF is this, a basket of stocks. That's what exchange traded funds, exactly. ETF is a basket of stocks, okay? ETF is a basket of stocks. That's what it is. Instead of you buying individual stocks, you're buying a basket of stocks. So this is a stock. This could be Apple, right? This is Apple, right? You can buy you can either buy just individual, you have $1,000. You can either just buy this Apple stock, or you buy a whole basket of stock. Inside this stocks, inside this basket, you have Apple, you have Nvidia, you have Exxon, you have so many other companies in here. So, question for those people that said they don't know what ETF is: if you put your $1,000 here, and if the price of the stock goes down, what's going to happen? Right? I mean, which one is going to impact you more? If you put your money $1,000 in here and it goes down, or if you put that stock inside this basket, this is scenario 2, right? Which one is your chances of losing money higher? When you put it here, this is 1, or when you put it here, this is 2. When you put it here, this is 1. When you put it here, this is 2. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 25,000 taps. Let's get it to 20. Let's all get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, guys, get your daily at me. If you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Let's fill up the gift gallery as well. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much. Awesome. Dr. CK. Right. Which one? This is 1. Scenario 1, scenario 2. If you have only $1,000 and you have to invest, if the chances that the price of this one, let's say it goes down, if you put it here, right, your money, you lose money here, right? But if you put it in a basket with others, which one has the higher chances of losing money? Higher chances or no higher chances, more significant impact when you lose money, the price reduces. Which one of it? The basket or the single stock? The basket or the single stock? Thank you so much for tapping out the live. Individual stock. Thank you so much, Kofi. So that is what ETF is. ETF is a basket of stocks. ETF is a basket of stocks, right? It's called exchange traded funds. And do not be intimidated or whatever. Don't think it's a US thing. You can invest in either the US market. There's a popular one that everyone talks about, S&P 500, right? You can buy the entire US stock market, which is 3,600, or you can buy your entire country's stock market as well, which is Nairobi Stock Exchange, for instance, or European Stock Exchange, or the Swedish Stock Exchange, Canadian Stock Exchange, and buy the entire. That is what is inside that basket. Okay, so that is what ETF is all about. Okay, it's called exchange traded funds. How do we do it? That's exactly what we're teaching you. All right, that's where we are going to be going. Okay, we're going to be buying it in just like you're buying a stock. That's just what it is. All right, how do you do it? You trade it like it's been traded on the stock exchange. All right. Okay. If you have been sitting here, for all those people that just joined, welcome in. This is the $1 Million League, the League of Millionaires, people aspiring to become millionaires through investing, solid investing like ETF, real estate, and businesses to get to that $1 million status. That's the strategy that we're using here. And of course, those that are trying to scale into multi-millionaire, right? And these are strategies that we use. Our overall goal is to gain financial freedom. Financial freedom is the goal. Money is just a tool to get there. So if this looks like what you're looking for, click on the follow button. La Kofi, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. So, and if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. My day job, I'm a vice president of technology and also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, and deep learning and information management system. And you're wondering, why is she talking about investment? That's because my bachelor's is in I'm an economist, so my bachelor's is in economics, and also I'm a chartered accountant. And my master's and my doctorate is in strategic business and information management system. My day job is vice president of technology and also a professor, and also a serial investor with double-digit real estate portfolio. And I've been investing for close to 2 decades, teaching everyone, driving a financial freedom drive within this community for 31 days in this July. Ultimate goal is for us to help as many people to gain financial knowledge and so that they can gain financial freedom and help reduce poverty, because when you gain financial freedom, definitely poverty is going to be reduced and ultimately reduce crime. So that's our goal, because we're doing a financial freedom drive. So I've been showing up 2 times this July, 1:30 and 8 p.m. teaching you how to gain financial freedom. And right now we're doing a financial freedom 12 days, wrapping it up, financial freedom challenge at the end of this month. So if this looks like what you're looking for, you want to end the paycheck to paycheck, you want to gain financial freedom, you want to become a millionaire, click on that follow button. We are actually talking about the 4 account system, because a lot of times it's in the little things that you're like, oh, you know what, it's about my income. No, it could be that because your money doesn't have a structure. That might be the problem. We're going to be talking about the 4 account system. We'll be talking about investing, because as part of that, Patrick, latest millionaire in town, Brave Act, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Thomas, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in everyone. Make sure you get your daily at me. Turn on notification bell so that you know when I'm live. I'm also on YouTube. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina on YouTube. And right now we're talking about the rule of 72. What is the rule of 72? How long it takes your money to double. So Dr. CK and Queen, right? They have their money in a savings account, and they put their money in savings account. They want to determine how long it's going to take the 5K to become $10,000, $5,000 to become $10,000. At a return of 4%, this is Dr. CK, it's going to take 18 years, because that's the rule of 72. 72 divided by 4% return, that is 18 years. And Queen, on the other hand, gets 3%. 72 divided by 3 is going to take her 24 years to double that money from $5,000 to $10,000. Now we have your NEMA bank accounts. If you go with Chase, right? Bank of America, Chase, Alasela, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, right? If you do Chase and Wells Fargo, all right, it's another deal, right? I get about 0.01%. Lily, latest millionaire in town. Right, I get about 0.01% from Chase. That is 72. And if you have Chase and all of those interests, let me know. Put it in the comment. Right, I get 0.01. If you get 0.01, 72 divided by, and this is going to be shocking, 72 divided by 0.01, what is that return? Thank you so much for the repost. Let's keep reposting. And if you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. Let's keep tapping out. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. Our goal is always to get to at least 50,000 taps. A lifetime, I know, but 72 divided by 0.01 in numbers, please. Because it is not a lifetime, it is multiple lifetime. Multiple lifetime. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Let's get it to 25,000 taps. Really appreciate that. Make sure you click on that follow button. If you are new here, so good to have you. Make sure you click on the follow button. Let's welcome you into the community of millionaires. So 72, thank you so much. Yeah, when you see that number, it's shocking. But this is what you signed up for when you leave your money in Chase. You leave it in back of another big bank, Bank of Sweden, Bank of Switzerland, Bank of England. They are always the same thing. The interest rate is crazy. Drop your country if you care to share and tell me what interest you're getting, right? We have 66 countries represented here, right? So if you're new here, drop where you're connecting from. I am from Texas in the United States. Awesome. So, and this is one of the banks in the United States. Most of them, right? Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they give you the same thing, 0.01%. It takes you 7,200 years, 5% to 10%. And on top of that, inflation is at 4.2%. So you are losing, you are betting on getting, by the end of 100 years, you have $0 left. And a lot of time, this is exactly what we all do. We all just put our money in the bank. And this is the summary of this. Now, let's not talk about ETF 001122, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Dr. CK. Yeah, this one is not about Jesus, okay? Right? Because Jesus already told you. Jesus already told you that you should not. He told him, now you know, right? This is exactly what we are doing. This is what most of us are doing. You have this, you have 401k, you think that you have arrived. And that's why a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, what should you do instead? And that's what I mean by stop saving. Stop saving. What should you do instead? Let's talk about investing. So we just talked about ETF, right? A basket of stocks, right? A basket of stock. This is the stock of Amazon, right? But instead of you buying individual stock of Amazon, you are buying a basket, right? Amazon plus many other companies in there. Amazon for plus many other companies in there. Yes, we're going to be getting there. Amazon plus many other companies in there. That is what we have in here. Now, let's now talk about that. There's something called one of the popular ETF one of the leading and popular ETF, right? Remember, this is not about United States, okay? I'm in the United States, so you will see me give example of United States. That doesn't mean that you cannot apply it in your country, all right? Let's establish that. That doesn't mean you cannot establish it in your country, because if there's currency in your country, Kofi, thank you so much for that. S&P 500, exactly. S&P 500. It's the top 500 companies in the United States. You can buy the top 500 companies in your own country. So maybe you are in Bahrain, okay? Right? You have to be patient, okay? All right? The thing about it is S&P 500 is the top 500 companies in the United States. Now, we now have the same, you can buy the entire latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. You can buy in your own country, in whatever country you are, you can buy the entire stock market, because you can also buy an entire stock market here in the United States, about 3,600 companies, or 30, is it 36 or 3,800? That's about VTI, right? You can buy the entire one, all right? And so let's talk about this one, S&P 500, because it's pretty popular, top 500 companies. So we're talking about companies like Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, Netflix, all of the leading companies, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, we have them in that portfolio, right? And these same companies, this particular portfolio or of the ETF, S&P 500 ETF, S&P 500 ETF. So it means that the top 500 company is what we have in that ETF, right? Top 500 companies is what we have in that ETF. It has averagely returned about 8 to 12% in the past 30, 40 years. So if you look at it all the way back, averagely, in the past 30, 40 years, it's done 8 to 12%. So it means that, let's say the average is at 10%. In the past 10 years, 2016 till date, averagely, it has returned about 14 to 15%. I always link with the most recent, because if it does 10 years, the past 10 years is more recent than 30, 40 years. So I typically will do 14.5% as a moderate investor. 14.5%, because last year it did 18%. It did 18% as Bahrain got like its own. I want to believe so. I mean, just check it. Bahrain Stock Exchange, right? Just check it, right? I want to believe so, right? Every country has got their own. A baby, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you're sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Also, let us get our daily admin. Let's tap out the live. Really appreciate everyone getting their daily admin. We are still at 8 daily admin. 8 daily admin so far. We have a lot of people here. And please get your click on the follow button. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, it looks like what you are looking for. Click on that follow button. As a matter of fact, this is what I go when I go to a new live. I go there I wait 2 minutes. It looks like what I'm looking for. I click on the follow button right away after 2 minutes, waiting 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I scroll away if it's not something that I'm looking for. All right. Yeah, so click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in as a millionaire that you are, okay? It's okay for you to also scroll, if it's not something you're looking for, but it looks like something you're looking for. Click on that follow button right immediately, okay? So good to have each and every one of us. This is the $1 Million League, and I'm so happy to have each and every one of us here today. So 14 to 15%, S&P 500. So if you take 14 to 15%, just with the rule of 72 again, 14.5. And let's do what it did 30 years, right? At 10%. What is that? How many years would it take your 5,000 to become 10,000? MP Boss, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're sitting there and you've not clicked on that plus sign, click on the plus sign. Let's welcome you in. So many people at the window, watching through the window, are like, come through the door. Let's welcome you on the red carpet of millionaires. Join the $1 Million group. Exactly. You're welcome, MP Boss. Let's remember to get our daily at me. So 72 divided by 10, that is 72 years. Can somebody give us, that's 7.2 years. 5 years, is that, yes. Then the 72 divided by 14.5. Thank you so much getting your daily at me. Right? Is it 5.14? 72 divided by 14.5. Anybody, for 72 divided by 14.5. Dr. CK, thank you so much for the response. And Elicious is laughing. Why are you laughing? Yeah. Yeah. She is laughing. Yeah, we do. I mean, so a lot of people, some people, they will perch on the window. They'll be learning from the window. Right? Come through the door. You're a millionaire. Royalty. Right? Come on the red carpet. Let's welcome you in. Right? It costs you nothing. It just costs you to click on the plus sign. So 72 divided by 14.5. 72 divided by 14.5, guys. 72 divided by 14.5. That is 4.9. Thank you so much. So it means 4 years and 9 months. It means that 5 years, under 5 years, you can double your money. This 5,000 is going to become 10,000. So Dr. CK, back to what we were saying, and every other person, Queen, Priscilla, right? Aaron, right? Annie, all right? So which one looks better? Are you more comfortable with doubling your money in 5 years? Remember, your question was, if I put Dr. CK, back to your question, how long does it take my investment to double? So if you put an investment in an S&P 500, right, if you did what it did in the past 10 years, of you have kept your money there since 2016 till date, your 5,000 would have doubled, right? It would have doubled twice, right? In 5 years, your 5,000 would have become $10,000. In 5 years, your money would have doubled to 10,000. Yes, 5 years is better, right? Way better than 18 years, right? So it tells you something. Who else? 5 years feels better, right? There's some even ETF that you can actually double your money in 3 years, but it's just that note that the risk is higher. So if you cannot swallow the whatever, just stick with your S&P 500. Yeah, it looks more like it. Exactly, right? The entire US stock market also mimics, is close to also the to the S&P 500. The returns is also close, okay? The returns is also close. So whenever we say that invest, Kofi, definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I always love it when I get those responses. So whenever the next time you want to invest in something, right? Maybe somebody say, oh, you know what? Let's come and invest in this business. Ask them, what is the rate of return? Or maybe your account officer says, oh, you know what? There's a good investment. There's a good return on this amount. Bring your money. Let me fix it. Ask them, what is the return on investment? Or treasury bills, or bonds, or CD. Take 72 and divide it by the interest. Then you will know the number of years. If you are comfortable with it, beautiful. If you are not, then look for a form of investment that's going to return a better interest. So it tells you something. The higher that interest or the rate of return, the higher the rate of return, the ROI or whatever, the quicker you double your money. And when you double your money, what happens? You're gaining financial freedom because your money is doubling. Think about it. You have $100,000. It doubles every 5 years. In 5 years, it becomes $200,000. In 10 years, it becomes what? In 10 years, it becomes $400,000 because now your new base is $200,000. And that is what power of compounding. Compound interest, that is power of compounding. All right. Now we're beginning to reset the life as we go ahead. Let's tap into, can we tap into 35,000? Can we all tap into 35,000? Let's tap it out. Let's share out the live as well. Let's tap into 35,000 taps. And of course, let us share out the live. Share, we're at 75 shares. We're doing great. We're doing great. Can we get it to 150 shares? Can we double it? Can we get it to 150 shares? Repost as well. And if you're sitting here 2 minutes, welcome in. Click on that follow button. This is the $1 Million League. And if you're just meeting me, I am Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. And my day job, I'm a vice president of technology. Fumilayo, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah, latest millionaire in town. And I've been investing for close to, let's go. Yes. Let's go tapping it out. Let's go tapping it out. Let's get it to 35,000. Thank you so much. Get your daily admin. If you have not gotten your daily admin, if you're sitting there 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Messi, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And when we call you millionaire in town, we are prophesying to your life. That's number one, right? Because either you like it or not, there's a bigger man upstairs, right? Either you like it or not. And when we call it, it is from our mouth to the ears of the bigger man upstairs. But, right, he also gave us the brain. And he gave us, okay, the hands to work, right? The two hands to work, right? So it is not magic, right? We've called on him and he's going to, that's why we invite everyone to say, welcome to the $1 Million League, latest millionaire in town. However, we do not, it's not just that we're waiting, because it starts with your income. That income, what you do with it is what really matters. For instance, we just showed you the reel of 72, how quickly it's going to take your money to double. Three people can be doing the same job, and of course, one is going to gain financial freedom, one is going to live paycheck to paycheck, and one other person is going to remain poor. Poor. What do I mean? If you put your money in savings account, your 5,000 remain 5,000 in 7,000 for forever, right? Your entire lifetime. If you put it in an IE savings account, CD, and all of those things, yeah, you live paycheck to paycheck, you'll be okay. But then if you put it in investing, you put it in ETF, real estate, businesses, then you are going to gain financial freedom. So where you put your money is very, very important. Let's keep tapping out the live. We are 27,000 taps, and we're going to go to 35,000 for us to continue, because we're going to be talking about the 4-account system, because now you know where you to put your money. ETF. Now, how do you open it? How do you go about it? That's what we're going to be talking about. Baking School, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Get your daily admin. And you're just meeting me for the first time. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm an economist and a chartered accountant. Also, I have my master's and my doctorate in strategic business and information management system. My day job, I'm a vice president of technology and also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, and information management system. And of course, I'm a serial investor. I've been investing for close to 2 decades. I've been in the corporate world for close to 2 decades, and of course, been investing since that time as part of stock options. And of course, I've lost money, I've gained money in the stock market. I own and manage double-degree real estate portfolio and have hundreds of thousands in the stock market itself through ETF, right? I've lost $99,000. I lost $99,000 6 years ago to penny stock, day trading, and options trading. All right. So if you are looking for a quick way to lose money in the stock market, try those 3: options trading, day trading, and penny stock. Come back and tell me. So now that I've laughed at you, whenever I laugh at you because you bought SpaceX and the money is going down. Exactly. So I've laughed at myself, so let me laugh at you as well. Why did you buy SpaceX? You don't know. All right, because you follow the hype. We do not have lost money, I've gained money. Exactly. That is the bear. Exactly. Yeah. It's the same as Forex trading. Give us the names again. Forex trading. They're selling you MLM. What's that thing? LCC, or what's the other one? Guys, where you've lost money, drop it here. Yeah, mine was penny stock. options trading, and of course, options trading and day trading. Three. Those three, 99,000, 6 years ago, right? I'll wait for the story. I know that you guys like gossip. You like gossip. All right. So tell me where you've lost your money. You thought my own was forex trading. No, it wasn't forex trading. I have never traded forex. Mine was options. Options. Go and look at what options is. What if for what? What if for wealth? Welcome in. So whatever we do here is the direct opposite. Google who Warren Buffett is, right? I've been humbled, so I invest. Now I'm an investor. Before that was a gambler. I was a gambler. I'm a speculator, gambler, right? Options trading, right? Options trading, right? Now you laughed at me, right? Now why did you buy SpaceX if you know that you're a gambler and you're a speculator? Right? It was right there in the book, 700 million or 700 billion lost year in, year out for the past 7 years. And you still put your money in there. Now you're crying. And please, brace up. You're still going to go down further. Brace up. All right, let's keep tapping out the life. 30,000. Yeah, let's get it to 35,000. We're going. And you'll be sitting here, right? Maybe you like the gist and the gossip and the vibes, or you are crying already because of SpaceX, and you're crying for me that I lost 99,000, and you look like this girl is crazy. How can someone lose 99,000 and she's still laughing like this, right? Click on that follow button. Let's also get our daily admin. Yeah, we laugh, right? Then we get serious. We're going to be talking about the 4 account system. As a matter of fact, the challenge today is for us, for our future. So I'm going to be talking about the 4 accounts you need to have. So you know that you're buying ETF. Example is S&P 500. You can buy the one for your country, right? By transparency, absolutely. Right, I've sucked it on Miles, latest millionaire in town. Right, because that's the truth. I'm not one of those coaches that would come and tell you, oh, it's all bed and roses. Miracle will happen. You are a millionaire automatically. Alina, wake from in. Latest millionaire in town. Because you're deceiving yourself, right? It's just like somebody that buys a pair of Gucci for $1,000 just to show that you are wealthy, right? It's just still the same thing. Because you're trying to compensate for what you don't have. You're trying to look wealthy. Just become wealthy. Just become wealthy. So put that money inside an investment, right? The money that you want to use to impress. You want to buy an MS first, and then you don't have money to whatever. Yeah. So let's keep tapping out the life. We're getting to 35,000. Let's share. Let's also remember, let's focus on sharing out the life. Let's prioritize sharing. Let's prioritize sharing. Prefer to buy reliable material over name brand. You know what? And of course, I know some people are already laughing. She's wearing a Calvin Klein. And then she's telling her not to buy a brand. The thing about it is that it's the investment that pays for it. So I love nice things, okay? I love beautiful things. As a matter of fact, I've been to 22 countries, and my goal is to travel the world, okay? We're tapping out the life. That's why this is an interlude. So once we get to 35,000, we continue the class, right? This is just gist time. So for those that love gist, so if you are new here, click on the follow button. Make sure you get your daily admin. Can we all get our daily admin? Only 10 people have gotten the daily admins. And also let us give the gallery, go popular to help this life. Let's tap out the life. Let's share out the life. You'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. You've been sitting here for 2 minutes. Jewel, latest millionaire in town. Kofi, I'm not sure what you mean by that, okay? Right? Do you need to test it, okay? Do you need to test it? Joke of the century. Awesome. So if you're just meeting me, and if you also care to share where you're connecting from, okay? Share where you're connecting from. I am in Texas in United States, okay? I am in Texas in United States. Drop where you're connecting from. We've had 66 countries represented here in the past 14 days. This is day 15. And there were days that we did not track, okay? Yeah, so Serbia was the latest country, right? Serbia what's DSB? Oh, DSB, what's DSB? That's Dubai, is that? DXB. Can you just, Texas. Oh, Texas. Oh, wow. Ahoy. Okay. All right. Holla. I'm from the universe. Solo broker. Yeah. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, welcome in. Howdy, my Texans. Do we have my Texans in the house? Howdy. How are you all doing? Welcome in. Once we get to 35,000, we continue. And if you're just wondering what we're doing, is it right to buy? Is it the right time to buy S&P 500? You see, First is one of them. Timing the market. The best time to buy S&P 500 was last 10 years ago. A better time is to buy it now. Another better buy time is to buy tomorrow, next tomorrow, every single day. So it means to buy consistently, right? Timing the market, even the best Wall Street guys never know. Cannot time the market, okay? The time, so every single time, dollar cost average, guys. Dollar cost average is this. Yeah, dollar cost average. AG latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. We have been sitting here 2 minutes. And what is dollar cost averaging as we are? And we got to 35,000, guys. Well done. You see the power of the community. Can we also, let's also power share, guys. Let's power share. Let's get it to 150. Let's repost. Let's power share. How do you power share? You would see it right here, right? Press my forehead on the screen and share out to your contact. You see your content drop down. Let's share and also let's repost and let's get our daily admin. Let's get our daily admin. Thank you so much. Getting your daily admin if you have not gotten, and you'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Let's get you here in the community. Please note that we don't have WhatsApp group. We don't have Telegram group. If somebody follows you with another account, we don't have a backup account. We don't do crypto. We are moderate risk investors. We are long-term investors. A medium and long-term investor. We invest like a Warren Buffett. So that's what we do here. So if somebody comes into your inbox, that's not Dr. Lina. So please click on the follow button right now if you have not done that. Turn on notification bell 1:30, 8 p.m. All through this July as part of the financial freedom. That's when I teach. Okay. So thank you so much. Let's remember to share. Let's share. Let's share. Let's share. Let's repost. Thank you so much for doing that. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. So now let's talk about the 4-account system. The 4-account system, right? Because now you know that you should invest. You know that ETF, example was an S&P 500 or top companies in your country, right? Look at the record right there, right? And you will be able to see which one is the best, right? But you from your country as well, you can actually invest in the United States. You just need to open a brokerage account in your country and buy it, okay? The one, but you can also buy the one in your own local country as well, right? So ETF is just a basket. What is inside it is what really matters. So the 4-account system. So now I'm going to teach you which account, which now we're going to this exact step, right? So the 4-account system. The first account that we're going to talk about 4. One is going to be broken into 4. And there's one, the 3 of them are going to be on the Winners Latest Millionaire in Town. Welcome in. 3 of them are going to be on the savings account, savings bank side. And there's going to be 3 others or 4 others on the investment side. So we talk about 4-account system. Guys, I want you to try this with me. If there's anything you want to take out at all, I know we're always excited about investing. But I tell you, this foundation is very, very key. Try this for 3 months and see your finances change. Because a lot of times it's not about that income. It's not about investing. It's about lack of clarity. You model up your money, okay? That's what we do. And let's keep tapping out the live. The chat is very, very quiet. If you'll be sitting there 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Get your daily admin if you have not done that. So the 4-account system, the first account, like I said, is going to be on the savings side. And then we have the investment side. So what does this mean? It simply means that there are some accounts, right? You open it. This simply means bank. This means brokerage. Before somebody will ask me, Dr. Lina, which bank am I going to do the investment? So you already know that whenever you want to talk about investing, you want to buy ETF, you're not doing it on the bank side. You're not opening accounts with a bank. All right? With your teacher, I can say I'm glad. Well done. You are no longer a gambler but an investor. Way to go. Way to go. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's keep goal is for us to get to 50,000 taps. Thank you so much. Nana, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. And if you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. So savings and investment. Now, the person that was asking the question kept on asking, how do we go about it? How do we go about it? This is the exact step. So this, when you get your income, right? You get it in one account, right? So the first account you have is your income account. This is where your paycheck or whatever income, everything goes into, okay? Number one account, but a lot of time, this is the only account every one of us has. And this is why a lot of people are financially stuck. Part of the reason, because they don't have clarity on their money. So this account is just a distribution center. Put DC in the comment. DC, type DC in the comment. This account should only be a distribution center. And I would explain what I mean. Let's type DC in the comment. Thank you so much. Wisdom Reflection. DC, thank you. The great one. Thank you so much. All right. DC, what do I mean by that? It's just a distribution center. It should not be your Chase B. Welcome in. And everyone, make sure you click on that follow button if you've not done so. A lot of time, people leave it at here. Queen Leah, latest millionaire in town. People leave it here. And that's why they get confused when it comes to their money. Now, when I say it's a distribution center, it leads us to the next account that you have, account number 2. And these are literal accounts. These are literal accounts that you are opening. Because this account, you automatically send money to this other account. Or the second account you should have is what? Your bills and your lifestyle account. Guys, if your income account only feeds this account, then that's where the problem is. Because you have nothing less to put on investment. And this side is the wealth side. This one is just, this is where wealth is being built. So whenever you keep money in the savings bank account, you're not building wealth. And that's why you're not financially free. Michelle, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Right? Whenever you just have your money only on the bank side, understand you're not building wealth and you're not gaining financial freedom. And that might be the reason why you are living paycheck to paycheck. It might not be that your income totally. Yeah, income contributes to it, but it depends on, because if your income equals your bills and your lifestyle, you are just working to pay bills and you're just doing the cycle. That's why a lot of people remain there 45 years. Now, it's going to feed this account, but ideally, this, like I said earlier, if you can keep this to about 50 to 60% of that income, right? Your life is going to be better. And because you have something left in your wealth bracket, this is your wealth bucket. Now, number 3 account, remember, income account is feeding the lifestyle and bills. What are the bills? Your utilities, your rent, your mortgage, all those kind of things is what we are referring here, right? Now, the third account that you need to have is something called an high yield savings account. And this high yield savings account is your emergency, for your emergency. So I want to stay on this a little bit. Do you know what high yield savings account is? Do you know what emergency? If you don't know, put it in the comment. I do not know what high yield savings account is. I don't have an emergency fund account or whatever. I don't have this at all. You see number 3. Can we see number 3? High yield savings account, HYSA. an emergency. If you don't have it, put it in the comment, or I don't know it, put it in the comment. You see, this is very, very important and crucial. If you don't know it, put it in the comment. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Welcome in, let's welcome. You don't have it, okay? You don't have it. If you don't know it as well, put it in the comment. You'll be sitting 2 minutes, click on the follow button. So good to have each and every one of you. You know, we value your time. It's also okay if you want to scroll, if it's not, you'll be sitting here 2 minutes. It means that there's something that caught your attention. Otherwise, click on the follow button. Otherwise, it's okay to scroll. So it's only wisdom reflection. Only wisdom reflection that doesn't know what. So we all know what IU savings account is. Is that what we're saying? If you do not know, drop it in the comments. Otherwise, okay. Kano, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you don't know, put it in the comments, guys. So basically, emergency fund, for the purpose of the person that asked, is just your 3 to 6 month living expenses. Your basic living expenses. Put it in the comment. BLE. BLE. You don't have it as well. BLE. Drop BLE in the comment. BLE. BLE. BLE is your basic living expenses. Basic living expenses. What is that? Your utilities, your transportation, your groceries, and of course your housing. So your rent or mortgage, your groceries, your utilities, electricity, and of course your transportation. Those are the 4 things. So you calculate that and you multiply it by 3, or you multiply it by 4, or by 5, or by 6. Remember, 3 to 6 months. That's what you have it. That's what you, and this is what you open it, you put it in an high yield savings account. What are high yield savings account? High yield savings accounts are just like this bank right here. Check your checking and savings, right? But this account give you about 3 to 6% return. 3 to 6% return is what this account gives you. 3 to 6%, 3 to 5%. How do you want to know that account? Do we all know what high yield savings account? Do you know how to find it? If you don't know, put it in the comment. High yield savings account. You don't know what high yield savings account? Some people are getting free $300 here, free $400 from their high yield savings account. Just opening their account. If you want to know how, put high yield, put HYSA in the comment. If you do not know what HYSA, high yield savings account, and you want to get free $300, especially if you're in the United States, you can guarantee that you're going to get free $300, free $400. Drop it in the comments. I know people like free, right? People would start commenting now. If you want the free, put free in the comments, or put high yield savings account so that we can guide you. I mean, it's there. People are getting it $400 on a daily basis. Free $400, one time $400. If you want it, put it in the comments. And you'll be sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Okay, that is girl. Who else? Okay. Tosin, welcome in. Latest millionaire in town. So if you're in the United States or in your own country, all you have to do is welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button. Oh, you know about it, but you have not opened it. You need to open it immediately, Messi, right? Because you can get like so because we have 66 countries here, right? Go on Google, check best high yield savings account in July 2026 and put your country right next to it. Best high yield savings account in July 2026 and put your country. It gives you about 3 to 5%. So you would see if you're in the United States, there is do you have the free even if you do not put any money? So that's the thing. Do they tax on tax filing? Yes, because whenever return that you have on your savings account, they would tax it. They will tax it, okay? But I would take tax. I mean, how much is going to be the tax, okay? Right? Let's focus less on the tax, focus on the money. All right. So it's about 3. So if you go on Google, you check. In the United States, you have something like SoFi. You would have something like Capital One. and you get about four. So far, we give you about 4%. There's American Express. There's so many of them. Can we keep tapping out the live? Let's keep tapping out the live. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's get it to 45,000. Let's keep tapping out the live. So it's about. So just go so far. You know so far exactly. It's going to give you about 4% return every single year, right? It's just like your regular. It's just your regular bank account, and it's going to return give you 3 to 4%. I mean 3 to 5% instead of what 0.01% that you get with your regular bank account, right? So and then for you to get the $400, they will put the terms and condition. It might be like, oh, you know what, um get a direct deposit, okay? Direct deposit or your ACH, your paycheck goes there, some of your paycheck or a form of any form, it's fine with them. And you get a free 400. Capital One does the same thing. Just look at the promotion right there. Once you qualify for it, that's it. You get 400. People get it every day, okay? So are you going to say thank you? Are you going to say thank you? Hooking you up for that? All right? Welcome in everyone. Make sure you click on that follow button. If you're sitting here for 10 minutes, for 2 minutes, click on the follow button. You welcome. We welcome. Yeah. But we're not going to spend that $400 or $300, right? We're going to put it towards investing. Yeah, because you're not going to use it to buy shoes, right? We're going to either invest in stock or you buy a course, you use it to invest in your education, okay? Education. You get maybe one-on-one consultation, you get a course, you get something on how to learn how to invest and all of that, or you use it towards opening your Roth IRA or just put it towards investing. It's free money, right? Okay. All right. Well done, guys. Perfect. You'll be sitting 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Guys, let's also get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, you don't know how to go about it. Cost you 1 penny. Can we all prioritize getting our daily at me? Only 10 people. Over 3,000 people have gone through this live today. Right? Over 3,000 people or even 4,000 have gone through this live today, and only 10 people has gotten their daily at me. Please, let's get our daily at me. Thank you so much for doing that. If you're sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Awesome. And we're talking about the 4 account system that you have. And of course, we also be talking about investing, right? What do we invest in? ETF, real estate, businesses. Gaining financial freedom is our ultimate goal here, and getting to millionaire status in dollars, right? BB, latest millionaire in dollars. Welcome in. This is the $1 Million League. Those aspiring to become a millionaire and those that are already millionaires. I'm Dr. Lina, a vice president of technology and also a professor. And of course, I've been an economist and a chartered accountant, and I've been investing for close to 2 decades, helping as many people to gain financial freedom through financial education to help reduce poverty and reduce crime this July. Okay, we're on a financial freedom drive. So good to have each and every one of you. And how do we do that? We use ETF, real estate, and businesses. So if it looks like what you're looking for, click on that follow button, turn on notification bell, get your daily at me, and let's welcome you to the League of Millionaires, the $1 Million League. Welcoming each and every one of us. Click on that follow button, every one of us. So good to have you here today. Awesome. So the 4 account system. So the third account you should have is your emergency for 3 to 6 months basic living expenses, right? Because if there's a job loss, of course, you will not be thinking of that shoe. You will not be thinking of that purse, right? That's not going to be on your list, right? So that's why you're going to focus on your housing, your transportation, your feeding, and of course your utilities. Those are the 4 things that your basic living expenses. And Tony Bell's latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Awesome. Thank you so much for the repost, Daddy's Girl. Really appreciate that. Awesome. Yeah, so third one is the IU savings account. And remember, these are the 3 accounts you need to have, right? 3 accounts. Your income account, it distributes to your bills account, okay, and then it funds your your IU savings account, which is your emergency fund. This emergency fund must not be in an investment. It has to be liquid and it has to be generating something. That's why we have it in an high yield savings account. Liquid and be generating income, right? 3 to 4%. And by the way, like it's not like it's a fixed, it's a regular account. So you're going to be seeing your interest every single month. First of the month, you get your interest on your account. Every first of the month, you will see the interest on in your account every first of the month, right? Yeah, so that's how it works, right? It's not like a CD, it's not like a treasury bill, it's a regular savings account with a higher interest. And how do you find it? Just Google best high yield savings account in July 2026. Put your country behind it. In some countries, they even get about 15%, right? They get about 15% because it mimics inflation. Inflation in the United States right now is at 4.2%. That's why it's about between 3 to 5%. So it's about helping people to edge against inflation. And what is inflation? Inflation is a rate at which you lose your it's a rate at which currency lose value or money lose value. How much should you put in an IU savings account? Remember, it's your Lulu, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. All right. How much did you put? The 3 to 6 months of your basic living expenses. Remember, we talked about it. Basic living expenses. 3 to 6 months basic living expenses. Good question, Messi. But remember, we said it. Basic living expenses, your housing, transportation, feeding, utilities. So this one varies from person to person. So if my own basic, all those things that I talked about, if you calculate it is $1,000, multiply it by 5 months, 6 months, 3 months, right? Depending on your work state, right? Multiply it, and that's what goes into that account. You never touch it. It's almost like a backup for you. In a case of there's a job loss, there's a major health issue, whatever, right? Your family is taken care of for that 3 months, all right? Otherwise, what is going to happen if you don't have it? You're going to go into debt. And debt is coming at a 10%, 15%, 20, 30% interest. So it's to protect you and your family. So on no condition should we touch it. So if your own emergency or your own basic living expense is $10,000, then multiply it by 3%, that's $30,000. Exactly. And for those that are new here, you're welcome. You're welcome, Messi. I'm Cameroonian. What advice will you give me as one to invest in petrol business? I don't know, right? Remember, in petrol business, I don't know. First of all, I don't know Cameroon, right? It's not my terrain. I am in the United States. The only thing I will tell you is that think about, make sure you get education on whatever you're doing. Okay, don't just jump into it. If you can get a mentor, somebody that's done it before, and connect with them and understand, so that they will tell you, what you need to avoid, the mistake that they make, so that you can avoid it, and also what sort of capital does it require, what are the things you need to watch out for. Those are the things. What is also most important, what is the return on investment, right? Is it worth it? Okay, those are the things that I'm going to look at if I'm in your shoes. Okay, is this it's your okay, daddy's girl. This is what? Get a mentor, yeah. See, daddy's girl, this is your regular bank account. Nothing different. Regular savings account. I don't if you're in the United States, in your country, regular bank account, savings account, that's the same kind of account. The only difference is that it gives you a better interest, period. That's it. One of the things is that in the United States, some of those accounts, some of those banks are online. So like a SoFi is an online. So they give you a better interest rate, okay? They give you a better interest rate because they don't have to invest in mortar and brick. They don't invest in buildings, right? So those are more like, so because they don't invest in, they don't have buildings, the costs are lower, right? So they can give you some more, all right? So that's a beautiful thing about all of, but most importantly, please guys, make sure it is FDIC insured. What does this mean? For the ones in the United States, it means that in case the bank goes down, right? Look at their review, and also in case the bank goes down, your money is protected up to $250,000. In Canada, that would be CDIC. In the UK, that is FC something something, right? In your own country, check what body protects the bank or protects the customer's money in the bank. Make sure that wherever you put your money, it is FD. Thank you so much. FCSC. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's in the UK. So look for the one in your own country. Remember, we have 66 country. FDIC, yes, absolutely, it is. Right? But look, whatever bank, so far it's just one. Right? But remember, I teach you to fish, I don't give you fish. I teach you to fish. Francisca, latest millionaire in town. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. You've been here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. So protection is very key for us here. As much as we talk about investing, we don't lose the principle. So make sure it is protected, FDIC insured. In the United States, in your own country, CDIC. In the UK, FCSC, okay? FCFC. So check in your country, what is the protection so you know. And all that you're putting there is your IU, is your emergency for 3 to 6, your own basic living expenses for 3 to 6 months. What is basically utilities, transportation, feeding, which is groceries, and of course, your housing. And it's supposed to protect you in a case of a job loss, major family emergency, and all of that, okay? Awesome. Perfect. Now, this is the 4 accounts. Now we're going on this side. Remember, all these ones are just still your life. Emergency is today. It's your life. It's just for basic life living expenses, right? It's an expense. Now on this side is where we're not coming to asset. Wealth building. You want to build wealth? This is where you want your money to be. If your money, any money that you have on this side, it's not wealth building. It is just for protection, and it's also for basic living expenses. Okay? Now, can we tap out the live? Everything is very quiet. Can we tap out the live? Let's get our daily admins. Let's reset the live. Lee's Market, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you'll be sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Let us reset. We have to quickly reset the live as we go on the investment side. Let's quickly reset the live. So it means that tap out the live. Let's tap out the live. Let's get it to 50,000 taps. And of course, let's get it to 200 shares. Press my forehead on the screen. How do you tap? Just tap the screen. Non-stop tap the screen. How do you share the live? Press my forehead on the screen. All right, push it. That's the only time you're allowed to do that. And of course, share out the live. You see your contacts, you would share it with all of them. Invite them. It shows that you care, right? Remember, we are on a financial freedom drive this July. So I've been showing up every single day, right? And maybe 95% of time, 2 times in a day, 1:30 and 8 p.m. I've been showing just so we can do one thing, to help as many people gain financial education for free. Because whatever you're learning, people pay thousands of dollars to learn. But in this July, we're teaching it for free, okay? So take advantage of it. Take your time, pen and paper. Click on the follow button, turn on notification bell, get your daily at me. All right, our ultimate goal is to reduce crime, okay? That's the goal of this financial freedom drive. How? Because when people gain financial education, when they become financially educated, they become financially free, okay? And when they're financially free, what's going to happen? It's going to definitely reduce poverty. And poverty and crime, they go hand in hand. They're brothers and sisters, they're husband and wife, right? And that is what we're trying to do. When we reduce poverty, ultimately we reduce crime. James, latest millionaire in town. Emmy, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And we're talking about the 4 account system. We just finished the side on savings. Now we're going on the investing. So you'll be sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button, and we're trying to tap out the live. If you're not getting your daily admin, let's get our daily admin. Can we fill up the gift gallery as well? Only 10 people have gotten the daily admin. Let's get our daily admin. Click on the follow button if you have been sitting here 2 minutes. As a matter of fact, we do not have, this is PSA, public service announcement. We don't have WhatsApp group. We do not have Telegram group. Dr. Lina is not following you. So if somebody follows you and is chatting you up about cryptocurrency, we don't do cryptocurrency because we are moderate risk investors. And of course, we don't do forex trading. We do investing in ETF, real estate, and businesses. That's all that we do. So if somebody comes into your inbox, know that that is not Dr. Lina. That is not Dr. Lina. They might have the picture. I don't have a backup account. So if they might have the picture, they are just trying to scam you. So please stay safe. As a matter of fact, if you've not clicked on the follow button, click on that follow button right now. So you know you have Dr. Lina. Somebody, latest millionaire in town. And of course, Singlo, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in on the red carpet. This is the $1 Million League. And of course, Think Wealth. Of course, we're thinking well. That's exactly what we do here. Latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And when we say millionaire, right, it means that people that aspire to become a millionaire in dollars and those that are already millionaires. That is, thank you. That is exactly because we have some people that are already millionaires here and they're scaling to become multi-millionaires. And how do we go about it? ETF, real estate businesses. Why do we choose that? Because it is the wealth blueprint of the multi-millionaires. You can actually Google it. Let's keep tapping out the live. We're just going through it to get it to, we are all not tapping out the live. Can we all tap out the live, guys? Thank you so much. Really appreciate what you're all doing. Let's tap out the live. So where does the multi-millionaires, where do they put their money? And you would see it right here. Definitely they don't put it in saving, and I'm going to read it out. Go on. Whenever you want to become a millionaire, Google how does the millionaire invest? Where does the millionaire put their money? And then it gives you an insight on how. Remember, I just talked about mentorship with the person that I just asked. That's your mentorship right there. Those are your mentors right there. How do they roll? What do they do, right? Do they exercise in the morning? Do they wake up early? If you do the same thing, your chances of getting a similar result is very high, right? So multimillionaires keep their money, right? And until I found this, that is when I started building wealth. Remember, Dr. Lina, a chartered accountant, an economist, a doctor of business, she was saving because they told us in school, go to school, get a job. And of course, life is going to be beautiful. But then it wasn't working. I was still living paycheck to paycheck. And then I realized I needed to start investing in what? ETF, real estate. And I built my portfolio to double-digit real estate portfolio. Yeah, double-digit real estate portfolio. So you can call me the real estate queen as well as the ETF queen because I don't talk stock. I don't talk stock. I talk ETF. ETF is exchange traded funds. Okay, exchange trade. Let's keep tapping out the light. Once we get to 45,000, we will continue. Right. So multi-millionaire keeps their money predominantly in investment and non-cash assets rather than traditional savings account. So it's dead on arrival if you keep your money in the savings account because your mentors don't put their money in the savings account. They put it in investment and non-cash asset. That's where they put their money, right? They typically diversify wealth. So diversification is key. So whenever you're asking, and somebody is arguing, I'm going to put my money only in ETF. And I laugh or in this kind of stock, I laugh because where's the diversification? Where? Can we get it to 45,000, guys? Can we get it to, or let's even get it to 50,000 taps? We are all not tapping. Let's tap out the, we do this in our follow to follows, right? All those gossips, live, right? Is it that this is educational and empowerment? That's what we're not doing. We are all locked in, getting our pen and paper. Is that what is happening? Okay, why don't we do it when we get to empowerment and education? Because this is life-changing. Can we all tap it? Let's get it to 50,000 taps. Thank you so much. Let's get it. If all of us start tapping right now, let's all get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, be sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button as well. You don't know how to tap, just tap the screen. Right, let's all tap out the live. I'm going to pause for a second for all of us to tap out the live. Share out the live. Press my forehead on the screen. Interestingly, that is the only language the algorithm understand, right? That is the only language. Even if you sit here, you're doing this community or you're doing this live a disservice. If you don't click on the follow button, you don't tap out the live, you don't share out the live, it doesn't show that, or you don't get your daily at me or give to gallery. It doesn't show that you value this life. Right? It just shows that, you know what, I'm just here. Maybe you are even sleeping, right? But if you really want to help this community, let's tap out the live. Get your daily at me. If you all quickly start doing that, we get it there quickly. Thank you so much for doing that. Get your daily at me. If you're sitting 2 minutes, click on that follow button. All right. So where does the multi-millionaire, where do they put their money? James, latest millionaire in town. And it also has a vision of business. That is absolutely amazing. Business is part of what we do here. Business, right? It's part of what we do here. So, and as a matter of fact, the mentors, the multimillionaires, also do the same thing, okay? Right? They typically diversify wealth across stocks, municipal bonds, and real estate. Utilize private banking services to manage extreme liquidity and protect assets through trust, using trust. So there's a day tomorrow we're going to be doing family and finance tomorrow. Family and finance is going to be happening tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about things around living trust, right? Family and finance is financial freedom for every member of the family, building generational wealth, setting up your kids for success, right? Every member of the family contribute, becoming a multimillionaire. That is what tomorrow is all about. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Really appreciate that. Let's get it to 45,000. I think it's only one person that is tapping out the live. Judin, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much. So the primary repository for multi-millionaire wealth is public and private equities. So you see that, right? That is the ETF that we talk about. Also, alternative tangible asset, fixed income, right? You do not see legal and structural entities for asset protection. Multi-millionaire rely on specialized structures like limited liabilities, trust, and private family office to guard against litigation and optimize taxes. So these are things that we follow, okay? Private banks and cash management. Why they rely on rarely hold material cash in standard retail accounts. They use private banks for cash equivalent. So like the IU savings account, they do that. They have treasury bills, money market, and CDs. That is for basically emergency funds, right? These institutions often provide zero balance account tied to liquid asset and bypass FDIC or FSCS insurance limits on the daily expenses. So all of those things are the things. So you need to Google it, right? Those are your mentors right there. Those are your mentors right there. I want to become a millionaire. You need to Google how the multimillionaires, how they invest. And that's exactly why we came about the real estate, the businesses, and of course, ETF. So let's continue. Let's continue while we keep tapping out the live. Thank you all for sharing out the live. We're sitting here, 2 minutes, click on the follow button. So on the brokerage side, on the investment side, so like the person that asked the question earlier, so how do we go about it? So if you're in the United States, so the first thing is divided into two: your future and your present. Let me wipe those so that we can see the board. So of course, if you are taking the picture of that, we have the future and the present. So on the investment side, we have the future and the present. Future and present. Okay? On the investment side, that's the brokerage. Right? We here, Balami, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So investment and brokerage account. This is on the investment. So this is not the bank. So whenever you want to buy ETF, it tells you something. You are buying it on this side. You are not buying it in the bank, guys. Neither are we buying it in the store. Not in Walmart. Not in Walmart. Exactly. We buy it in the investment, through the investment brokerage firm investment side. That's where we're not in the bank. All right. So, and two things. There's going to be the future and there's going to be the present. So that you remember the present and of course the future. For the future, what does this entail? Then we're talking about the challenge for today, your retirement. Your retirement. Your retirement account. What is your retirement account? What does this entail? Your retirement account. Your pension. Reason why I talk about pension is, for those in the United States, it might be different. Your pension in some other countries, if you're in the United States, you have something like a 401k. And in the UK, I mean, in Canada, maybe is that RRSP, right? RRSP. If you're in the UK, you can indicate what you guys have. So this is coming with your employer. So your employer would, you open this account with them. I mean, they would have you, is with your employer basically. Now, why am I talking about this? This is, a lot of people make a mistake when it comes to this, where you put their money. Okay, let's actually list all of the accounts. The other account you have is Roth IRA. The third account you have is your HSA. Okay, those are the three accounts that you have on this side. And JY, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Now on this side, we would have something called brokerage account, right? IUL, no, we don't even talk about IUL here. IUL is insurance. We never talk about IUL because remember, we said we are moderate risk investor. Anything that poses a risk, we don't even bring it here. The way we invest here is basically we keep investment aside and we keep investment aside, and of course we put insurance aside. IUL is combination of insurance and investment, and a lot of times it bring a lot of controversy. Okay, it's very controversial because a lot of times they would say that, oh, it's the person that set it up for you, right, determines if you're going to be successful at it or not. Some people are also complaining that they are not able to make withdrawals, right? So those are the things that doesn't allow us to talk about IUL here. So instead of that, get your life insurance or term insurance or whatever insurance and invest your money on the other side. All right? All right. Okay. So for your future, your retirement account. So now, what is the mistake that a lot of people make? If for your 401k or your employer form of retirement account, a lot of people, they put all of their investments in that account. The mistake there is that your employer, whatever your employer matches, that is the only thing that you put in this account. So if your employer matches 3%, that's all that you put. 3% of your income. If that's all that they match, that is all that you put into that account. Nothing more. But people use it as their investment account. Like they use it like this account. But if you're also not taking this account, this money in this account, you're leaving money on the table. Sam, thank you so much for sharing out the live. And make sure, if you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in, right? If you're new here, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you into the community. So good to have each and every one of us. We're talking about the 4-account system. Now we are on the wealth building side, which is the investment and the brokerage account. That's where we are at right now. Your pensions account. So here, your 401k account, right? Whatever your employer is matching. And also, another mistake is that people don't put money in there. You are leaving money on the table because that is free money. Why is it important? It's free money. As a matter of fact, that's part of what they calculate as your total package when you join the company. So if you don't take it, you are putting money on the table. It's the easiest way to double your money immediately. Does that make sense? How? Because you put 3%, your employer matches it by 3%. You just doubled your money overnight. That's what you just did. Guaranteed. All right. So 401k, it's the first one. And of course, in your own country, you might have pension plan where your employer is contributing. Have your pension plan matched, right? Whatever what your 3%, 5%, 6%, that's it. All right. Thank you so much, Zich. Thank you so much for the repost and sharing. Thank you all for getting your daily at me. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, if you click on the follow button, you'll be sitting here. Click on the follow button. Now, this other part is Roth IRA. A lot of times, people put all their money in the 401k and forget that Roth IRA is a tax advantaged account. This will be ISA in the UK. Although they said that they started taxing that one right now. I don't know. Check with your tax laws, right? And this would also be TFSA in Canada. Otherwise, check your own country. What is the tax advantage account that they have? Remember, we have 66 countries represented here, right? Latest be Serbia. Is this Serbia, right? That is the latest country, right? So if you're new here, drop the country where you're connecting from. We're trying to get country number 67, 68, 69, and 70 in 14 days. This is day 15. All right, I am in Texas, United States. Roth IRA. What do I mean? Italy, awesome. Sunshine, welcoming. Make sure you click on that follow button if you have not done so. Italy is already represented. As a matter of fact, it's between number 1 and 10. Number 1 and 10. So once we have a unique country, would add it to the list. But thank you so much for sharing. Awesome. Remember to click on that follow button if you have not done so. So Roth IRA, right, is a tax advantage account. What does this mean? When you put the money in here, it's not going to be taxed. I mean, it is taxed when you put the money in. However, let's assume that you put 100,000 in and it becomes $1.3 million or $1.6 million, and you're wondering, is it even possible? Yes, it does. It does. It does increase. That's what compound interest is. It does increase to, when you put it in ETFs, all right, you invest it, it's going to become that huge. Just give it time, years, right? 5 years, 10, 20 years. You're going to see double, times 3, times 5, triple, right? And become 1 point something million, right? That is what it's called compounding. Can we keep tapping? Let's get it to 50,000 taps. Thank you all for doing that. I know we are locked in. So it's a tax advantaged account. It means that when you put the money, it's not taxed. It is taxed when you put the money in and it grows tax-free. But when you take the money out, it is not taxed. So let's assume you put 100,000 and it grows to 1 million. By the time you take your money out, you're going to take all of 1 million. So are you saying we buy ETF, then put it in Roth IRA? Okay. Roth IRA is your bank account, right? If ETF is the money, okay? Roth IRA is the bank account. If you want to understand it, to keep it simple for you, Roth IRA is the accounts that you are opening. ETF is what you are buying in it. Does that make sense? Wait for 10 years. Absolutely. Wait for 20 years, right? Because as a matter of fact, remember, this is for your future. Big step. This is for your future. We're not talking about present. This is for your future. Because you cannot, one of the things is that, note that another mistake people make about this is that people put a lot of money in 401k, but remember that you cannot take the money out until 59 and a half. And this is the case with even pensions plan and all of that. So if you put too much money there, right, you want to buy real estate, you cannot buy real estate. You cannot do any other thing. And the money is locked away till you can only access it after 59 and a half, right? Otherwise, you get penalized. Okay, you get some penalty. And remember, we don't lose money here. We only gain money, right? We don't want that penalty. So how much do you think age 50 can put in Roth IRA? So Roth IRA, so maybe let's pause on the question so that you would, because I would already answer your question. So Roth IRA is a tax advantaged account. So let's say you put 100,000, it's going to get to 1 million, for instance. However, you can only put $7,500 every single year. Otherwise, I would jump $1 million in a Roth IRA and let it grow to like 10 million, and then I take 10 million. Unfortunately, they already know that's why it's a tax advantaged account. So the maximum you can put in a year is $7,500. That is $625 a month, right? That's $312.50 every single paycheck if you are paid every 2 weeks. And that's about $20 a day. All right. Messi, does that answer your question? $625 every single month. That's what it is. The max you can put it is $7,500, right? In the United States. So look at, if you have that option, say that again. 2500 7500 is what you can put in that account. This is for those in the United States though, right? You need to look at what are the tax advantage accounts in your own country. I know for Canada is TFSA, right? In the UK there's something similar which is called ISA, right? But I don't know what you need to check what the tax code in your country. Otherwise, just go on Google. Let ChatGPT and your and Google be your friend. What is the equivalent of Roth IRA in Sweden, in London, in whatever, right? And you would see it right there. Or what is the tax advantage retirement account? Is there a pay-in non-taxable account? What do you mean? So when you put the money in, not taxed, is that what you're saying? When you put the money in, not taxable, is that what you're saying? If that's what you're saying, that is your 401k. Your 401k, the difference between your 401k and your Roth IRA is that when you put your money in, it is not taxed. But when you take it out, it is going to be taxed. That's the difference. So let's say that you have 100,000. Let's say you have 100,000 Roth IRA. You have 100,000 for 401k. When you're putting the 401k in there, your 100,000 is all that goes in there. It's not taxed, okay? But your Roth IRA, it's going to be taxed. Maybe you now have, after it's taxed, maybe you now have 9,500 left, okay? Maybe you have 95,000 left because it's now taxed. 95,000 grows all the way to 1.6 million or 1.5 million. Your 100,000 on the 401k grows up to 1.6 million. When it comes to at the time when you want to take it out, your 1.6 million in your 401k will be taxed. Like the growth from your, like all of the money will be taxed at that time. The growth is like delayed taxation. That's what it is. Roth IRA, because it's 5,000 was already taken away, 95,000 grows to 1.5 million. It's not going to be taxed. You get your entire 1.5 million. So it's a function of you getting everything, all your growth and everything taxed versus, right? Versus, what your seed is, what is taxed, and then it grows. All right. So that's why it's called a tax advantage account. Does that make sense? All right. So let's see. How much do you think? Let's see. Is there a okay. So 7,500 message, no, 625. It's not 650, $625 monthly. I'm asking if you can put less than 75k a month. You cannot put 75,000. You are only able to put $7,500 a year. 77,000. Kwan, latest millionaire in town. Guys, don't confuse yourself. Daddy's girl. $7,500, not up to 10,000. 7,500, $7,500 every single month. A year. That is $625 every month. Okay, that's it. So just think of that number, $625 every month. Or you can decide to put your entire 7,500 at once, or you can break it down, whichever one. But once you have, in short, in your account, it will show the limit. Once you open the Roth IRA, you cannot put more than $7,500. Please note that if you cannot complete, if you don't max out you have up to April of next year, right? So April of the following year to max it out. So you have like extra 4 months. So let's assume you don't have all the money right now. Maybe you're just starting right now and you don't have you cannot max out your 7,500 by the end of the year because you don't have the whole of 7,500. You have up to April of next year to max it out, okay? All right? And it's still going to be okay for the 2026. Does that make sense? Okay, you are welcome. You're welcome. So Roth IRA and as a matter of fact, make sure, and the other thing is that your income limit also determines if you can contribute to Roth IRA. If your income is about 150,000 and above, right? You might not be able to contribute to Roth IRA directly. All right? You might not be able to contribute to Roth. You would have something called backdoor Roth, okay? So every year you must. It's not a must. It's just advisable. It's a recommendation, okay? It's advisable. You want to build wealth. You want to get to this status. You want to gain financial freedom in your future, you need to have the 7,500. You are not forced to put it there. The same way you are not forced to put your 401k. Nobody forces you. As a matter of fact, I don't know why they are not forcing us, right? I do not know. But that's the reason why a lot of us are poor, right? Yeah, a lot of us, that's why there's poverty in the land. Because they should actually force everybody to invest. They should force us to invest. They force us to pay taxes. Why can they not force us to invest, to grow your money so that you can gain financial freedom? I mean, yeah, food for thought, guys. But I mean, if everybody gets financial freedom, who's going to do the dirty job? Who's going to be waking up every day to work 9 to 5 for 45 years, right? It's just like, that's the light. They don't want that. Exactly. That's the light. That's like the door to financial freedom. Differentiate Roth and IRA. Are you talking about 401k? IRA is Roth individual retirement account. IRA is individual retirement account. Roth IRA. Are you talking about 401k? All right. So the other account that individual I'm tired of work. Why I'm not started investing? I am Kudzo, latest millionaire intern. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. Yeah, let's welcome you in. The one of 7,500 yearly. That is Roth IRA. Roth IRA. You are splitting what I said. Roth is Roth individual retirement account. I asked this question because 401k is taxed later. Yes. Are you asking 401k and Roth IRA? That's the question. Is that the difference? Okay, let me talk again. Last time, 401k is the one with your employer, right? You do it with your employer. You contribute money. Your employer will match it. If your employer would say, oh, you know what? If you put 3% of your income, I'm going to give you 3%. If you don't contribute anything, I don't give you anything. So take whatever employer is contributing and match the same thing. Don't do anything more than that, right? It's going to be taxed at retirement. It's not going to tax when you put it in, but it's going to be taxed when you go. If it grows, it's going to be taxed at retirement. So the beautiful part of it is that the only thing that you're benefiting is because your employer is giving you free money, 100% return on your money immediately. That's a benefit for 401k. Roth IRA, on the other hand, when you put the money in, the seed money, the small money you put in, it's taxed. Then it's going to grow up to whatever it grows into, you are not going to be taxed at whenever you're taking it out. Does that make sense? But the maximum you can put in there is 7,500 a year. Does that answer your question? All right. So can 401k be converted to Roth IRA? Asking for a friend. Can 401k be converted? No, it cannot, because there are two different kind of tax, whatever. And if you want to convert it, you have to pay taxes on the 401k. Remember, you're not going to pay taxes, then convert it into Roth. All right? You're going to pay taxes on it. Because remember, the one in the Roth IRA is already taxed. So it means that you're going to pay taxes on that money in the 401k, then you can now put it in Roth. Does that make sense? Let's see. All right. Any other question? Are we clear now? If you are clear, put yes in the comment. Let's get it. Can we all tap it out to tap out the live? Yes, it does. Can we tap out the live? Let's get it to 50,000. Let's get it to 50,000. Thank you all for tapping it out. If you have been sitting here and you have not clicked on that follow button, click on your follow button. Get your daily admin. If you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated. Let's give the gallery Let's fill up the gallery. That would be much appreciated. Thank you so much. You'll be sitting here. Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you. Please note that we don't have a WhatsApp group. We don't have um, a Telegram group, and we do not invest in risky place. So we don't do crypto. So if somebody comes into your inbox, that's not Dr. Lina. Click on the follow button right now so you know you have the right Dr. Lina. If you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated. Go popular to help this life. And of course, get your daily at me as well. That is also much appreciated as well. Awesome. And this is the $1,000,000 League. Those are already millionaires and those that are aspiring to become millionaires. That is this community. So good to have each and every one of us. Let's remember and let's be in the habit of getting a daily at me. It costs us 1 penny, 1 cent, but you get at least 30 points back. 30 points back. That is you supporting this community. That is you supporting our drive, our financial freedom drive to reduce crime and also to reduce poverty. Okay. Thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, awesome. Perfect. So let's go. Another account that people don't talk about is something called HSA account. This is a triple tax advantage account. Triple tax advantage account because when you put it in, it's not tax. When it grows, it does not tax. When you take it out, it's not tax. But it is only for your health. Only for your health. So for health expenses, that is what it is for. So I recommend and encourage you to have your HSA as well. Okay? HSA as well, especially if your employer gets it. You know, a lot of time they do it with high deductible, and I think that even I think Fidelity does it as well, right? I think Fidelity does it. Now let's go on this side. All this side that you see, it is for the future. So if you take the money before, it is regulated. If you take the money before the time, you're going to be penalized. All right. Now, the next question is, okay, Dr. Lina, so which one can I do for my present? So I have vacation money. I've already maxed out my Roth IRA. I've already done my 401k. I've done what my employer is matching, but I still want to put money in investing. Then you think about you put money in the brokerage account. You open a brokerage account. So somebody that was asking, how do we buy ETF? Open a brokerage account. You can buy ETF in your Roth IRA as well. That is also, Roth IRA, individual retirement account, but know that that money is for your future, it's for your retirement, right? Welcoming everyone, right? Brokerage account is the other account that you need to open. For this one, it's not a tax advantage account. You're going to pay capital gain tax on it. However, you can take the money at any time, all right? So you need to have this account as well. All right, have this account if you do not have it, right? Now you can now buy what in it, right? How do you open this account? If you're in the United States, Fidelity, Schwab's, right? Or just check brokerage accounts in your own country, right? As a matter of fact, we have a whole course on this. So if you want to get the course, 2 hours course, module 1 and module 2, you will find the course you find the link in the bio. Go there. It's called the Smart Investing Workshop. It's a whole course on what you need to buy, how you should buy it. All of that is there. All of the different banks, brokerage firm that you'll find it right there. And also, I would also show you some videos on my YouTube channel. I'll point you in the direction in the YouTube channel, whereby that's introductory videos that can help you get started. So stick around. So brokerage account, you can open the account, and of course you can buy ETF in it. Remember, ETF is exchange traded funds. Exchange traded funds. So it's basket of stock instead of individual stocks, right? So maybe REIT, for instance, real estate investment trust ETF is just a whole basket of real estate property companies that are in there, whereby you can also be getting some cash flow, right? And of course, which is more like a dividend, right? And of course, while your money is growing, and you still do not own traditional real estate, okay? All right. So that is the other side, the present for your present. So those are the accounts that you need to have. Those are all the accounts you need to have. Any question? Any question?